and I am here with Lady Shel, Londell, and other community members. We are going to play around with the Baldur's Gate setting. Just so you know, this is not a spoiler. So if you do plan on playing the game, this hopefully won't spoil too much for you. I kind of set this up as a way to engage the community and give other people a chance to play. And it is the newest, biggest, and greatest setting right now put out by Wizards of the Coast. We're going to start off like right away, heading into Avernus. We're not going to spend 3 sessions in Baldur's Gate and then work our way down. I think we all kind of know what Baldur's Gate's about. And as far as the setting goes, this is a little bit of homebrew mixed in with some of the lore from Avernus. So just want to give you guys a heads up. And I'm going to introduce our peeps with us. So I'm going to start in the game room chat here with user Bullheaded. So Bullheaded, can you tell us a little teeny bit about your character?
Sure. Her name is Misery Lenary, and she is a tiefling rogue.
Nice. CJ, how about you?
Hello, I am Thorin Frostbeard. I am a dwarven barbarian.
All right. And let's go with Lady Shel.
Okay, I am playing a Dragonborn healer by the name of Goldie Hawn. No relation.
Shut up.
Londell.
Now I want to play Kurt Russell, but my name is Canifar, and I am a human bard of all trades.
And Marmus, how about you?
I am playing Lady Celeste, an Asimir of the Inquisitor.
And Naresh?
I am a Fire Genasi war wizard named Genfire.
All right. So we'll get going here shortly. Anybody in the chat that has any questions, go ahead and ask. This is supposed to be for fun. Nobody here is a professional voice actor or, we're not all veterans. We have a couple new people. So please bear in mind that this is a learning experience. We are an educational community, and this by no means is a high-stake paid game or anything like that. So without further ado, I will get started, and I'm going to narrate a little bit and give you guys an idea of what's happening here, and then we'll get started, okay? Okay, so basically, your group has known each other for maybe about 2 weeks. You had met in Baldur's Gate earlier, and you were hoping that you could strike some kind of bargain together, being that you're a very strange and diverse group. You have been chasing the heels of a cult, and the cult is basically a bunch of devil worshippers called the Ashmedai, and they have infiltrated Baldur's Gate as well as Neverwinter to the north. And in doing so, they have been creating lots of problems for the local economy. They have been abducting people. There has been missing children. All sorts of things have been going on in the city at large. Also, recently, there has been some really horrible news coming from the east. The town of Elturel has fallen to some strange magical calamity. And, I mean, this thing shook the ground. So when you guys were visiting and hanging out in Baldur's Gate, a whole bunch of cataclysmic events have occurred. There has been assaults on the city of Elturel. There has been a whole huge swath of refugees that have tried to enter the city and have been kind of like pushed away because the city wasn't ready for this calamity. The port is locked down. There is a curfew. and that curfew has just recently been enabled. So if you're out and about in the evening time and you don't have an escort of some sort, you're pretty much on your own. Any of the common folk in the town have to stay indoors during the evening hours, and anyone caught outside is subject to question. So even if you're outside and you look like you can fend for yourself, there is potential that you can be questioned by the city guard for one reason or another. So martial law is pretty much in place. From the rumors and the different things that you've heard, Elturel has been basically heavily damaged and destroyed from some unknown force that has been plaguing the region for the last couple days. There's a bunch of rumors that the leadership and royalty there have either been corrupted or they have been tricked. And the Ashmedai that you guys have been following have made pilgrimage to Baldur's Gate in hopes that they would meet with their lord. The last group of people that you guys had conflict with, you guys had captured one of their kind or their ilk, and they had admitted to you that the Lord of the Hells is coming, and they're stout, devout worshippers of Asmodeus, and he's the leader of all the Hells. But there is also the Blood War to take in consideration. A very ageless, timeless battle between chaos and law. All of you have picked sides and have decided to either profit, gain knowledge, notoriety, or forbidden information. So depending,
All of those.
yep, all of those. So any of those would appeal to you guys because A, you've had a little trouble with the law. B, you've been an outcast or shunned for quite some time. C, misunderstood. And D, basically kind of left out to hang and dry. So all of you have a reason to be in Baldur's Gate, whether it be for plunder or knowledge or curiosity, whatever the reason may be. It is a very dangerous and very potentially profitable pursuit. And the last time you guys were together was in a tavern in Baldur's Gate. And that was the place where you guys had spent one night resting and kind of making sense of what had happened to you. And now, this very evening, you have been given a key, a special magical key, to transport to a special garage-like place that is located in Avernus. Your patron is going to pay your entire group 1,000 gold if you can liberate his garage. His garage is a secret underground lair that he has no longer a secret, I guess, now. But he has this place set aside as part of the Blood War. He's one of the minions of the many lords that travel and that rule over the one of the top layers of the Hells, Avernus.
So how does this damned thing work? Do I just plug it into a door? Do I wave it at the wall? What are you wizards?
Put it in the air and twist the key.
But how do you do it without accidentally opening it? I don't want to accidentally open a rift in my pack. Or do I?
Well, if you're not using the key, then you just stick it in your pocket.
Can I suggest that everybody use their character name when they talk, so that we know who's speaking?
Thorin does not trust this magic key.
Canifar is always saying his name.
Jinfa is characteristically silent.
Okay. You guys are outside in the darkness of the alleys, and you were told that the key would manifest if you were to join hands, and when you do so, you will place the key in the very center of your group. And at that point, you will click your heels and say there's no place like home.
Goldie says somebody's got a good imagination.
We have to touch each other? Ew.
Come here and give Thorin a big hug. He's gonna walk over to you and just give you a big hug. Don't you just love the red beard? Love it! Love it.
Your
Yeah,
red
I think
beard.
I found a pretzel in there. Thank you,
I've been
Califar.
saving that.
I was gonna say it probably smells like day old beer and ale.
Oh, I was looking for that.
Okay.
I'm gonna use the key and just poke it on one of my friends. Let them.
Who ultimately wants to hold the key?
Goldie will hold the key.
Very well. So Goldie volunteers to keep track of the key, regardless. And the rest of you, do you trust that she will hold the key?
I'm the cleric.
Sure.
Of course you can trust me.
Who's I'm?
Mhm.
Goldie says she doesn't listen to her own description.
Or
Goldie
advice?
says that she will hold the key, and you guys can trust her because she is a cleric of Lathander, probably.
Canifar says, I don't care either way. All I do is tell the stories of what happened later. So if you kept it in the Buddhist so well, great. If you didn't, then either way, it's a story.
Just don't make sure it doesn't twist inside your pants. I don't want a rift and you're going off.
That's
Sure.
another funny story.
Yes, but I don't want to lose the healer so quickly.
All right.
Noted.
You guys are standing around contemplating this key and who's going to hold it and such. From the end of the alleyway that you guys are in, you can hear the guards doing their nightly rounds. Who goes there? They're yelling down. You guys are like a couple blocks deep into this slummy area in Baldur's Gate near the docks.
So they don't see us yet?
They see your outlines, but they don't see who you are.
I'm gonna step forward. Hello there, it's me, Thorin.
Okay, the Neverwinter guards start walking towards you guys. And at the moment when you step forward and say hello, they draw their blades and they look towards the group and they say, "State your business here,
Oh,
adventurers."
please, we're
Our
just
business
performers.
is none of yours.
I'm here trying to get over a hangover. Do you mind?
Don't you guys know it's dangerous in these city streets?
Do you know who I am?
You did say Thorin, right?
That is correct.
I don't know, but I think you're a beer-drinking dwarven animal. And he, raises his shield up and says, "If you don't move from these alleyways, I will be forced to leave you, and you will not have my protection nor the rest of the watch."
Thorin's probably
Canifar says, nor mine.
your protection. That's funny, lad. That's fun.
I am a bard. I could have talked us out of this. And I smile really big to the guards. Yes, officer. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We're on our way. Just entertainers heading home. Yeah.
Okay. So can you roll a persuasion in the dice tower, please?
I can do that.
Thorin's just gonna give a big loud belch behind you.
So, kind of grudgingly, the guard and his men kind of look at you guys up and down and kind of go, okay, whatever. So they kind of turn their backs and they kind of walk back the way they came. One of them looks back at you and shrugs like, huh? And at that moment, you hear a horn in the distance, and the guards kind of perk up as they're walking away, and they start running in the direction of the horn sound. It's like a warning system.
I didn't realize that I was that famous.
To you guys, it feels like shit's about to hit the fan.
I'm gonna
In
turn around. What do you
Neverwinter.
guys think?
Or Baldur's Gate.
You think we should collect our heals 3 times, or go see what's going on?
I concur.
Misery
I agree.
agrees.
I grabbed the hand of the person to the left of me and the person to the right of me. This is Goldie, but
Hey, okay, don't squeeze so tight, okay?
Thorin's gonna sensually touch your hand. Don't worry, Thorin's got.
Lady Celeste says, let's do this.
All right. So, I want you to roll an Arcana check there, Canifar. And also, Genfire. Roll a Arcana check in the dice tower. From what you can tell, from your guys' experience, it seems like the power of this key is very, very old and very powerful. So just from looking at how the key is constructed and how it behaves when you guys activate it, is just an amazing artifact of some sort of gate teleportation type device. The only thing is, go ahead.
Could I use a history check to like figure out just how old this thing is and like what we're kind of walking into? If there's a
Sure.
precedent in history for this type of thing.
Sure. You do recall some studies about these keys in your training, and Canifar, you recognize these keys as well. You guys ascertain that these are part of a set of keys that were more readily available in the past. And these were set up and developed by people who had done a lot of planar hopping, and they often were sold and traded in the planar dimension of sigil or sigil in the Planescape rule set. So the key was very it's very old, but it's also very well made.
Seeing this key today, I have PTSD. I was hoping to never see one again. Well, and there's a part of me where I'm like, okay, where is it gonna take us? Where's it gonna take us?
All right.
Land of milk and honey.
Only if we wished it was true. Let's see.
Well, out of the 7 or 9 of them, I only know about one of them, so I can hope.
I'm going to share a regional map with you guys. And from what you were told from your patron, that you will be teleported or you will be walking into another dimension or another plane of existence. And when you do so, you might feel a little disoriented. but to make sure that you keep a hold of one another so that the teleportation doesn't fail. And if it fails, you can likely end up somewhere else or torn in half. So you want to be careful with using this device. And you were never told if it was one way or not. You're going to be teleported into the Stigmaris Mountains, where this secret lair is. It's at the foot of the mountains. And the guy who wants this thing, liberated, has not stated his name, but his pay and his discreetness has been very interesting. So the amount he's offering, the display of magic, and the fact that, you guys have never really had a quite as an exotic quest as something like this is very intriguing. So it's not something you would see all the time. So I'm going to share a map with you guys. And this map was given to you by your patron. So where it says ribcage, the hideout that you guys are going to be teleported to, I'll just put a little pointer about where it is. So right about in there. That's where the teleportation is going to take you. If you leave the fortress, you will be pretty much outside in the hostile environment of Avernus. He warned you not to tarry too long and to liberate or free his little sacred garage from its current... basically, he has some assailants and some trouble with another lord. And he needs his garage free so that he can work on such. Any questions before we get going?
Did he give us any sort of diagram or what it would look like inside the garage once we get?
He just said it's very big, very custom, and not very friendly. And he didn't really... He was very cryptic about it, as are most of these eccentric types. He did make it sound like it's not a very healthy place to be. And
Did he say whether it was hot or cold?
He said it was very warm, and he also said that it is pretty well guarded. But in the current state that it's in, that his guards have basically either died or they have scattered. So a new group has control of his little sacred garage. So this is like his
little... Are we
little...
going to be transported somewhere somewhat out of the way, or right in the middle where everybody's going to see us pop?
Good question. That remains to be seen.
That's the fun of it.
Yeah.
Let's go on an adventure.
But that's a very valid question. So, anybody got anything else to say or ask?
Nah, not really.
No, I mean, if we pop, like, if they teleport us or whatever outside, and it would be kind of interesting when one of those air pockets forms one of those fireballs in the same place at the same time. That could be entertaining.
All right. So as...
if it's Avernus.
So as the magic of the key takes effect, all of you feel this tingling sensation on the back of your necks. Your hair starts to kind of fly up and get all messy. So if you had a nice hairstyle, it's pretty much poof.
My beard.
This was never supposed to happen again.
You feel
Ever.
this static electricity, and you smell the smell of ozone. And as the magic starts coalescing and pulling your guys' I guess your souls and your material body as well, you can feel the difference in the temperature as the magic starts to take place. You go from this cool, crisp, kind of oceanic air to a heavy, kind of humid, kind of slightly smoky, sulfurous kind of smell and taste. Has like a slight metallic kind of backdraft to it. And as your vision clears, it becomes more evident that you have been teleported inside of a structure of some sort. And I will reveal the map.
Camouflage says, yes! Avernus.
It's like getting off a plane in Florida in the summer.
That's it.
Delightful, Thorin. Quite
Well,
delightful.
Don't like that teleporting business. Ugh.
Yeah, that was
I
a little
mean-
disorienting for sure.
Just gonna turn over to Gen 5, who I'm standing next to, and just. Sorry,
yeah, and I
sorry,
respond
buddy.
like, yeah, I respond like delightful. But apology.
I pat your shoulders.
So you're in some sort of cell. You're not sure what's happening here, but there are some stagnant pools of blood on the ground that have not fully dried. There is a cage-looking thing to the northeast, and you can see below this machine-like thing, something you've never seen before. And it is very menacing looking. And then there's some kind of stains all over the place, like blood or something. It's hard to say. The vision here is kind of not so great. It's kind of dim. There is some strange glow coming from the direction of the machine. It seems to have a life of its own. It emits some kind of fiery, like tendrils come out of it, and this thing is pretty good sized. You're not sure what the heck that thing is, but it looks very intimidating, and it's something.
What a beauty.
Yeah, it's some kind of machine, or like maybe the best thing you can probably compare it to is like a siege engine or something like that. And now that you've come to the point of, oh, so this is what they make in the garage. So you kind of come to the conclusion that this place is a manufacturing facility for these types of machines. And you get the impression that this place has been around for a while. There are strange sigils and decorations on the walls in the chamber that you're in. And then there's bars that you guys are looking out at. And you can see down below about 10 feet down the ground. So you guys are like in a spectator's corner, but you don't really see a way out. You just see these bars.
What do you guys say about going over to that machine there and just take it for us?
But we can't get to it until we can get through those bars, correct?
Correct. The bars are fairly well compressed, so it would be very difficult for anybody to climb through the bars. You would have to have some sort of magic or a way to shrink to get through those bars.
Can I tell what type of metal it's made out of?
Sure.
What do I roll for that?
Are you a dwarf?
Yeah, I'm a dwarf.
Yeah, do your stonework. That would probably be fitting. So that's history plus advantage. So on your sheet, there you go. All right, very good. So you take a good look at that, and you're kind of impressed by this metal. it kind of has a property that kind of surprise you. This is made out of cold iron.
Goldie has a question. Can she tell anything using her alchemy skill about the bars?
Sure.
So roll
Mm-hmm.
alchemy
Yep.
skill, right?
Yep.
In the tower?
Yep.
Doran's gonna turn it to everyone. This is made of cold iron. Sorry, you said cold iron?
Yep. And at that moment, this confirms your what he said, basically, from what you can tell from your alchemy roll. Roll religion, please, Celeste and Goldie.
Okay.
Are you with us, Celeste?
Oh, sorry. That was me.
Yep.
Sorry, what am I rolling?
You were going to be rolling a religious check in the dice tower. They are examining the bars. They found out it's cold iron. And from your training and teaching, that is meant to keep something in or out. And that something would be demons.
I tell the rest of the party that those bars are meant to keep out demons.
Or in.
Or in.
Does that mean we got a little demon pet inside with us?
Hopefully not.
Can I search to see if there's any mechanism or anything that would open these bars?
Sure. Give me an idea where you're going to search. I mean, where in this chamber? If you need to
The
point.
Califar will help. Canifar, sorry.
Okay.
Will help. And I'll be right back.
Okay.
Doran will also help.
Okay.
Is there anything in there that looks like, unusual or that would make sense to check, or is it just an open room with bars?
It's a enclosed room. It's almost like a jail cell.
Doran's gonna look at the north side where all the blood is.
Okay. Who was it that was actually searching?
Misery.
Okay, Misery. I want you to roll perception with advantage. You have 2 people helping you scout the area.
Okay, so do I click the
Yep.
advantage button first?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And
then drag it into the dice tower, the perception roll. Nice. So immediately, a light bulb goes off in your head. The key. You spotted a spot on the walls to the next to Canifar and next to Frostbeard. There is a small slot which will allow the insertion of a special symbol key. And the symbol kind of looks like I don't know, it's kind of a stylized, like crown looking thing, but it's like a crown facing downwards instead of upward.
Goldie would like to do an arcana check on the, you said that there was some kind of symbols and stuff on the wall?
Yes. Yes.
Sorry, wrong check.
Okay.
There.
Okay. So you're looking around at these symbols. You obviously know that they are magical, but since you're not really a wizard, you don't understand what they say, but you do recognize that they're magical. However, some of the symbols do look familiar in a religious connotation.
Can I use a religion check
Yes.
to see which ones? Okay.
Yes. From your training, your exposure, and experience, these are some sort of magical phrases that are to keep out demonic forces. And they've been scrawled all over the walls. So the former inhabitants of this place may or may not have written these. It's hard to say, but they are very ancient, and it looks like they were put there on purpose. So you don't know what they say, but you know they're kind of some kind of wording.
Okay, the writing or the sigils that I see on the wall are some kind of warning to keep demons out of this. I'm gonna say this little box that we're in, this small room that we are in, and they do have a religious connotation. But I believe maybe somebody that is a wizard might have better luck at trying to guess these. Perhaps Genfire, if you would like to try and check them out.
Oh, I would love to go look over. Also, says Kenifer.
Okay. So Kenifer.
The dice try to. Go ahead, sorry.
Kenifer and Genfire look at the different symbols and sigils. From what you guys can tell, it is some sort of powerful wording spell, and it is definitely also meant to keep people from scrying. So, if someone were to use a magical scrying device, or some sort of magic item or something, these symbols would keep them from being able to see in this area.
Ooh, we're in a safe room.
Can we break this spell?
We want to break the spell.
True. Possibly. It would be a lot of work though. You'd have to deface a lot of the symbols and such. But yes, you could break the spell if you wanted to go through all that work. It'd probably take you a good hour to figure out a way to either scrape this stuff off or kind of get rid of it in that sense. And then you'd also have to have the magical know-how, which would be like a dispel magic.
Thorin thinks that we should probably just leave the spell up and find a way out of the...
Yeah, because there still should be there. Well, my only worry is if this is one of those prisons and we're stuck in it, that where somebody's got to be able to teleport in or teleport out. And they just, if this is a prison, some of these kind of like where they teleport you in it and then you're stuck there if you don't have teleport. Or there's a secret door here. Or this is a safe room, and if it's a safe room, there should be a button leading out. I don't know. Those are my three.
Start touching the walls for buttons. Got it.
Okay.
I'm
Go.
gonna investigate for that.
Okay. Perfect. All right. So you're fumbling around, and your knuckle catches on something sharp on the north wall.
Ow.
You actually cut
found
yourself.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh wait, I don't have healing. Never mind.
Kenifer runs up there and says, "What'd you find?" Well, what he found is a sharp indentation in the doorway there. And the indentation, go ahead and roll a history check, Kenifer.
Is this a button or a keyhole? Because if it's a button, I'll gladly punch it.
It's a keyhole that's been torn at. And Kenifer, you're pretty much sure that it has something to do with the key you were given.
Goldie says,
Goldie.
"Hey, I've got the key." I take my key and I put it in the slot before anyone can even say anything, because I have 9 intelligence.
Thorin's just cheering you on. He has 8 intelligence.
I'm ready to write about it. I got
Okay.
Ezra's thinking we
my
need
cell
to
phone out.
rethink who holds the key.
I'm doing a selfie with everybody.
Okay.
Snap.
Snap, crackle, pop. Okay. So you unlock the keyway, and surprisingly, The sound comes from the south. You unlock this keyway to the north next to Thorin, yet a doorway opens to the south.
You guys think that there's gonna be a key to the south that opens the north?
Oh,
Wait, is this a second keyhole that we had found? Because we found
Yes.
one previous, so there's two
Yep.
of them.
Yep.
How the hell did I cut my knuckle on the keyhole we already knew?
Like I said, it was kind of tore at, like somebody was trying to pick it.
Ah,
It's all roughed out. It's got burrs on it.
Thorin's just kind of gonna wander over to the south to the new.
Okay. So you can hear the door unlock, and you hear this kind of a really mild hiss as the doorway slowly moves upward, like a Star Trek type door, but it goes up.
Thorin loves this place.
And you can hear these really ancient chains and counterweights pulling the doorway up. And as it's going up, you notice a couple dwarven runes mixed into those the drawings and the sigils that are all over the place.
I'm gonna read it.
It just has some blessings that came from some of the ancient dwarven gods. That's about all you can tell.
Hey, Goldie, I found some dwarven runes here about some religious crap. What do you...
Let me check out that religious crap with a religion check. Please.
Okay.
Thorin's not religious, he doesn't care.
Goldie, dwarves are not your strong suit. You have no idea what they are, but they do look holy.
They look holy.
What are you talking about? There's no holes in there.
Ha ha.
Thorin's just gonna walk through the opening now.
Okay.
I'm gonna follow.
All right. I would like.
Two people with no intelligence are gonna go first.
All right. So I want you guys to all roll initiative just for the sake of the turn order. That way we're not talking over each other. Oh, another thing I forgot to tell you guys if you're new is you can actually change the color of your dice. So if you go to the top right of the interface, you'll see a color palette. And if you open that up, you can mess around with the color of the dice.
Is anyone not wearing any armor? Because I can cast mage armor on you.
Technically, I'm not wearing armor, but I'm a barbarian. It wouldn't have...
A little armor can't hurt, right?
Kind of far might take you up on that. Right now, I see I'm only at 12, but I'm looking through my.
Okay.
I'm surprised you didn't have any leather armor in your inventory. That's odd.
I found it. It's not equipped. Okay, I'm good.
Okay.
Cool.
Let's see what it's. Oh. Yeah, now it's a 14. Okay, I'm good. Now, mage armor takes you to what?
It does it automatically. He just has to drag the effect onto you. I think it adds 3.
It's adding 3. Oh, that'd make me a 17. I still put my hand up. I mean, it's all depending on how you look at it.
So
sure it just raises you to 13, right?
Probably,
yeah.
So did you apply the effect to him, Genfire?
Yeah, I think I just did.
Okay, and make sure you check off your spell slots.
Okay.
Thank you. All right.
I don't need no stinking armor. I'm a dwarf.
So
Let's move on.
you just see the hallway continue down, and then there's another cell-like structure on the wall to the south.
Would you look at that? Another cell.
The rest of you are waiting back in the safe room. You guys cannot be stacked on top of each other. And I'm going to start locking the tokens now. Okay. So Thorin is leading the way. Misery, you notice to the south of you, just out of the corner of your eye, this really filthy looking funnel-like thing to the south. It looks like, I don't know, it's hard to say, but it really looks like a tube, and it's rounded, and it's sitting about shoulder height for you, and it has a grate on it, but it is slathered in old dried blood. And there's even like little pieces of hair and flesh hanging down from that. Looks like a sewer pipe or something. It doesn't smell very nice in here either. As you leave the safe room, not feeling so safe anymore.
Can I just look it over and see if I notice anything out of the ordinary?
Sure. How are you going to achieve that? I mean, what do you want to do? You have a tube that's about, I don't know, 2 feet at the most in diameter, like 24 inches. And it is kind of countersunk into the wall. And it's like a vent or something. And from what you can tell, it looks like something was either pushed or dragged through that grating. And there's a bunch of dry blood around the bottom of the orifice.
And can I see if it, kind of how far it goes in? Does it look
Sure.
like it, bends right away, or if it, goes out for a while?
It's fairly dark, but with your dark vision, you can see that it is a chamber of some sort that goes back some ways.
So it looks like it's just basically a tube that connects our hallway with another chamber on the.
Correct.
Thorin's gonna cautiously peek around the corner, see what's inside the cell.
Okay. It's fairly dark, Thorin, but from what you can tell, there is some sort of hole in the ground and these gnashing, ugly teeth that seem to open and close as if it's sleeping. Kind of like a snoring creature.
Sarlacc.
I'm gonna turn around, spread a finger over my lips. We have a sleeping floor. Be careful.
Oh, while Kennifer has a chance, I'd light my hooded lantern, but I keep the hood.
Okay. Good
I'm
call.
gonna cast light on my shield.
Okay.
If I look through, does it look like this chamber kind of goes out and connects to what we saw through the other?
Yeah, actually, there's a doorway that's locked. So you can kind of tell now that there's a doorway that leads in and out of that other chamber and into the other chamber that you looked at before.
Keep an eye out for any more keyholes. Don't want to accidentally fall into a floor mouth.
All right, I can search and see if we find any keyholes around here as well.
Okay. So go ahead and make a perception check. Actually, all of you should, unless you're not looking for those.
Yeah, I would like to look, but I wanted to know when I used the key, did I get the key back or did the key like stay in the
No,
the
you
key?
got it back.
Okay, I just wondered. Thank you. Okay, well, perception you said, correct?
Mm-hmm. So all of you notice that the air becomes a lot more metallic, and it's the smell of dried blood, like an iron coppery kind of smell with a hint of sulfur. And you kind of just feel kind of like a little bit sick to your stomach, and not to mention a little teeny bit nauseated, like that teleportation really took it out of you. It feels like you've walked for like a week or something. It's just a strange, mild malaise that's come upon you guys from that type of travel. And if you're not used to it, it can be very disorienting. But since you guys are seasoned adventurers, it's really not too bad. But it is recognizable. Yet, yeah.
Yeah, I already lost my lunch. I'm good.
Is there a black
Good.
solid on the floor?
Is there what? I didn't hear you, Naresh.
Like a black solid on the floor?
Solid?
Like a black solid particles on the floor.
Oh, it looks like ancient stonework. You're talking about little bits of,
Oh,
like,
Yes.
are those the stairs?
yes. The particles would be, if any, dried flakes of blood
Okay.
or little pieces of stone that have, broken and fallen. Whatever these chambers are, they don't look like any construction that you guys have seen in all your times of adventuring and studying. This place is really weird, off the wall, and out of this world. It doesn't make any sense. You're trying to look to see if dwarves built it, perhaps. One of you thought, oh, maybe it's the dragon kind, but it's really neither. It is something beyond the script. I mean, I don't know how to explain it to you. The construction was meant for humanoids, yet you have all these strange little side passage things which have grates on them. And Celeste, why don't you take a look in that grate there and tell me what you see? Can you roll a perception? You see some creepy looking, spirit looking things inside that wall. They don't appear to be moving. They all appear to be standing and huddling in a corner. And they don't appear to be moving, but you can see the silhouette of like a magical spirits sitting in a room together. Perhaps it's a vision that you've received, or maybe it was leftover dead from the past. But whatever they are, they don't appear to be hostile or anything like that.
You see dead people.
So Celeste is going to walk up to the hole and try and communicate with whatever these, if they are beings, maybe like you said, they're past shadows.
Yeah. So you kind of look in there. Do you say anything? Do you throw something? I mean, I'm not sure how you're going to get their attention.
I'm just going to yell in saying, hey, what's going on here?
Okay.
Are they maybe food for the mouth floor?
Or maybe X food. They don't appear to be responding, but you do see them moving as a group, like huddled together, and they look like they're smoothing the walls. You don't know if they're washing, smoothing, or what. But whatever these things were, they have 4 arms, and they have a strange looking body, and it's nothing that you've ever seen. It really kind of gives you the creeps. So whatever those spirits are, whatever those are, maybe they're psychic impressions of the past. But whatever they are very strange looking.
I start humming an old shanty called The Lonely Golem.
Thorn's just muttering under his breath about how he's gonna ride that huge machine. He's gonna get a
Oh, there's other sizes of them too.
Of what?
Those machines.
Oh.
It says Canafar. Well, sorry, Canafar's saying that.
Yep.
Up to, yeah.
Okay.
Thorn's eyes are gonna go big. He's like, best day ever.
He's all excited.
Well, okay, and then I shut up because I don't want to take his fun away, so I just...
He's gonna kind of skip down the hall.
Were we able to see if there was any keyholes or anything that opened these?
No. All you see is the passageway in which Thorn is traversing, and then you see
No.
these little pipes and such leading out of the walls from the south.
Are we able to climb through that tube to the south, right here?
Not exactly, because it's filled with grates.
Okay, I was just wondering. Thank you.
But you didn't see the same spirits as Celeste.
Oh, understood.
And I didn't see anything when I looked through, correct?
Correct.
Thorn's gonna look through this new grate, see if there's anything.
This looks like a storage area. Perhaps there is some, like these old broken vases. And there's stains on them. So they were either filled with a black tar liquid, or perhaps it's still dried blood.
And these grates are too small for the dwarf.
Yes. I mean, if they were not grated, you might be able to, like, pull part of yourself in there, but you'd probably get stuck.
Thorn regrets his last cake. He's gonna look in the new this new cage that to the south.
Mm-hmm.
Did you all mention that you had seen different things in that room?
No, nobody did.
This grate looks empty.
Then I will look in this room so that I can... I mean, of course, I'm not going in there. I just... the pointer...
Goldie
Okay.
would like to look in the room too and see what she can see. So if
Okay.
that's perception, you
Yep.
Perception? Oh, okay. I will roll that.
And while they're looking, I don't know if everybody saw the doors, but I'll mention that looking through the room with the mouth floor, that there is a door that looks like it goes into that room as well.
Sorry, laughing at my roll.
You see a wall.
Canifar. Yeah. You see nothing.
I am too busy fixing my lyre. A string broke, and you know, most important, I get that taken care of.
Yeah, you're not really too keen on what you're looking at, because you don't see anything but a lot of stains of blood on the floor. I mean, the whole room is like colored with blood. You do make one strange distinction, though. There's handprints and footprints and evidence of somebody being rolled around in here. So you're getting some kind of strange vibe from this place. Like perhaps it isn't as what it appears, or what it was told. Perhaps it had an older purpose.
And
Or
what
maybe
did
someone
Goldie see?
Goldie, you saw something similar to what Celeste saw, but you noticed that the figures were clothed, and they had these strange-looking eyes and you still saw that they had the 4 arms and everything. A race of a creature that you've never seen in your life or heard of in travel. However, to you, it looked like they were building the facility.
So kind of like I'm looking at something that happened in the past. That's
Yeah.
interesting. Okay, I relay that to everybody that you know, I'm seeing these people and they look like they're building something, and I think I'm viewing something that happened in the past. And these are creatures with 4 arms and they have strange eyes.
Misery is surprised she saw nothing and mentions that.
Thorn's gonna look at his arms. I wonder what it's like to have 4 arms. Imagine the many axes I can swing.
4.
At the least.
So, the
juggle and everything.
the hallway continues to the east. There are several sets of these grates and these pipe-like things that lead in and out of these rooms. Thorn, can you make a stonework check, please?
Sure, give me 1 second.
Yep. Okay.
I'm on that one.
So you look far and wide down the hallway, and right at the top of your head level, you notice the stains that are all over the floor and on the walls have like a water line, which is kind of strange to you. You've seen this before in natural tunnels, where a flowing liquid or water had kind of worn away some of the existing natural rock. But in this case, it looks like whatever it was had been flowing through here off and on over the millennia.
Thorn's gonna stroke his red beard and relay this information.
So you don't know if river came through here or what, but something something had flown through here at one time.
It's either this place used to be some sewage area, maybe these mouth floors like to drool a bit, or maybe something else. What do you guys?
This reminds me of a story from people in the north by Neverwinter, Cragmaw Cave. Flooding.
Oh yes, I remember those goblins well.
Okay, so this place is not pleasant. Celeste, I need you to make a history check.
What do you guys think would happen if I light a torch and throw it in a mouth?
Please don't. I'm afraid of what will happen.
Yeah, they might spit at us.
Celeste, this place is giving you the creeps. You didn't really pronounce what you said, right? Or what you saw, correct?
No, I did not.
So whatever,
What?
it kind of echoed what Goldie had said. So you saw something similar, but you didn't see as much detail. And then some of the other people didn't see any of it.
So what's going on here, guys? I saw some of the shadows, but not quite as much detail as the other.
And Misery didn't see anything at all.
Wait, I was fixing a lyre string. What?
When you looked in there, you noticed that there's a lot of blood all over the floor.
Oh,
And
yeah,
then-
all the blood, yes.
And there was different degrees of drying.
Are we
So-
talking like Johnny Depp, Freddy Krueger,
Yes,
first episode blood?
yes.
Okay.
Like splattered everywhere. Like a killing field of some sort.
Hmm.
Or a choke
I think-
box or something. You're not sure what, but
Thorin's starting to feel a little uncomfortable here. Maybe we should keep moving.
Guys, I think this is like a river of blood where they like consistently like float bodies all the way through, and these mouth things used to feed on them.
It's either
need to
that or
get the hell
these
out of
mouth floors aren't actually mouths and something else. And it's
Big
just
disposals.
just that time of the month.
well, they're
Well,
well. The mouths are moving. They're breathing, and every time they take a breath, the floor around you kind of slightly vibrates, and it's almost like they're breathing, but as they're exhaling, this waft of like this stinky, sulfurous kind of rotten egg smell comes up from the earth, or from wherever, from Avernus, I guess.
I don't suppose anybody here has a mint, because damn, these things need. Oh, hey, look, another one.
the bard says, I remember hearing stories, and I think I know what this place is, but I want to make sure before I scare you all.
Thorin's already lost his lunch. Go ahead and tell.
Well, other than the manufacturing that we see north, this might also make the keys for them. That's all I'll say.
Keys for the machines? Oh, I'm gonna have to steal myself one of those.
So Celeste wants to look in
Yes.
here and just see what she thinks, what she can see in the mouth, or if anything's in this room or the mouth.
Okay. I want you to roll a perception. And then I want you to make a wisdom save. Okay. You stare at the mouth, and you get this strange flash in your mind. And you end up falling to the ground momentarily. And during that time, it's like 2 or 3 seconds, you've got this impression that this mouth is just a tendril of many.
What would happen if Thorin pees in the mouth?
He's so like, I want to throw popcorn in there or something.
So did the
He's
party
not the brightest.
did the party members see me fall or collapse?
Thorin's probably busy thinking
Canifar
about-
did.
So I relay to the party what just happened, and that I think that these it sounds like they're all one mouth, or it's one beast.
Potentially, yeah.
I can pee in all the mouths.
Just know in Avernus, if it does happen to be against one of the laws, that could be a thing. But other than that, have fun. Just don't get caught.
Like,
There
watch
can't be
it,
a
but
law
have
about
fun.
There can't be a law about pissing in mouths.
Well, see, subsection 13,023, paragraph 839 says they can add laws at any time. So be careful.
I think I'm going to do it anyway.
I turn away so that I can't be witnessed.
He's gonna
Just
go
in
to
case.
this latest. He's gonna go up to this latest mouth and just kind of unzip his pants and just start.
Yep, I turn away so that if anybody asks if I heard or seen it, it's the see no evil, hear no evil, do no evil.
Gotta love that ale goes right through.
Okay, go down the hallway, you guys. The smell is horrible.
I'm gonna make it smell better, don't worry. Why do you people hang out with me? If you know I'm just gonna do this.
Yes, well, that is a
Misery
good
was just
question.
wondering the same thing.
Well, as you guys are moving forward, you guys feel the ground shake just a little bit, and the noise of the doorway that you guys have just walked from is closed now. So to the west, that doorway that you guys walked through has come back down.
That can't be good.
And the mouths of these things, whatever they are, whatever it is, they start opening and closing a little bit more.
Hey guys, I think we need to get out of the hallway.
I'm gonna find something to grab onto.
Okay. And you're hearing some kind of strange, deep, guttural kind of gurgling coming from these things.
I think we should keep running down the hallway.
I agree.
Okay?
Thorin, take the charge.
Rah.
So, Thorin, you noticing more of the same? You guys are all kind of skedaddling. Yeah, so you guys can hear this gurgling. And
move 30 and grab back onto the wall.
the mouths are starting to, sounds like choking or gagging, and like chunks of food and blood and stuff like that start coming up from the mouths.
This is disgusting. Ew.
So
This is so gross. This is so gross.
Is it like in splatters, or does it look like it's starting to pool up,
Pool.
like maybe full up?
like pool
Yeah,
upward.
It's coming
It's
out of the.
It's spraying. It's spraying like it's vomiting.
Thorin apologizes for nothing.
It's horrid. So, yeah. So you guys get to the end of the hallway, and you see another keyhole.
Hey Goldie, we found another key. Oh.
Hole. Okay, I'm gonna go up to the keyhole and see if my key fits. This is Goldie speaking.
Okay.
Celeste's gonna get out of the way so she can fit.
All right.
Thorin's short. I'm sure she can.
We're kind of crowded in. We're like, before it touches
Hurry
my
up!
shoes.
Yeah.
This is gross.
So you imagine
I mean-
at the rate that it's flowing, that you might have like 4 or 5 minutes before it starts covering up to your ankles.
I cannot perform if that stuff gets on me.
I'm sure you have the voice of an angel.
Well, I do. That's true. But that's still.
And if not, I can always sing for you.
Well, can you though?
That is an excellent question.
Don't worry, you got mage armor.
I'm gonna pull out my pan flute and start playing. See how well.
It's a playoff while we're seeing if the key is opening the door.
Okay. So you go to put the key in there, Goldie,
Goldie.
and you notice that the shape is different than the one that you have on your knuckle or in your hand.
Well, all darn. Because I don't swear, because I'm such a goody-goody.
And now we have a
lawful good person.
frickin'
Doesn't
flutathon
fit.
going here. Yeah, the key doesn't fit, and you got a flutathon going here. And meanwhile, the blood is still pooling.
Thorn's gonna walk up to the nearest grate and see if he can't pull it.
That would be to the south.
Yeah,
To
I
your
dragged him
east.
over, but Genfire and everyone's kind of crowded.
Oh, yeah.
Because I don't know. I don't see any other way to go. Well, our first room that we were in, did it have another door to the north? Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
you said there was, but
Yep.
no key to it. Okay, never mind that.
Well, no, that's not true.
Oh, that's not true?
It's just that when you open the one to the north, the one to the south opened.
Okay, so at least there might be something we could look out there if this doesn't work.
Didn't
But
the
that
door shut
door
behind
is
us?
closed. Yeah, it
Whoa.
is.
Yeah, it is closed.
True. We hope your key opens it
No,
back
it
up.
doesn't. He said it did.
No, not
oh,
this one.
I
Not
see.
this one. The one.
Was it a key? Was there a key to go back in the room? I didn't remember
No one looked.
that.
Nobody checked.
Perhaps our rogue could pick the lock of this. No, I guess not. Yeah. What you call
Why
tools
not?
might help. How
Never
about
know.
that?
Sure, I'll give it a try.
Okay. So you move up into the front, and you really don't have a lot of room to work because you got a bunch of people wanting to get out.
We're moving.
Thorn's
So-
tugging on the grate right here.
Okay.
And we're trying to open the door to the gate to the right,
Mhm.
to the
To the
east, not to the south, correct?
Correct.
Well, either or, possibly, right?
Nope. No budgie boo. Okay. Give it your
Holy
best
crap.
shot, Celeste.
Do I have sleight of hand? Oh.
Oh wait, why is Celeste doing it?
Thieves'
That's
tool.
I
why
not
we
mean
moved
I meant misery. Sorry.
Oh, okay, thanks.
Celeste is really good with her tools.
Do I click on the Thieves' Tool skill? Is that what
Yep.
I'm doing here?
Yep. And drag it into the dice tower. Okay. So you broke your pick, and the grates to the south start to slowly lower. So the
Lower
ones
open or lower.
they're lowering, the bars are lowering. The ones that are in the
mouth holes
door.
are about to be released.
Yep.
Oh.
And you guys can see these strange appendages coming out of the mouths.
Everyone behind the dwarf.
So these like snake-like things are coming up out of these mouths as the blood continues to pool.
What tools do I have? Hold on.
Thorn's gonna pull out his battle axe and get ready to fight the tentacle.
Oh, nope. Okay, I don't have any thieves' tools or anything, so I'll play a song.
All right.
The
Some
tentacle
inspiration.
monster is about to kill my party. But yeah, I will give an
Unfortunately-
inspiration to Frostbeard. So let me give you.
Okay.
Unfortunately, I didn't have the mending spell for my cantrip because I maybe could have fixed the key, but that's not going to help.
The key didn't break.
do I
The
have
pick did.
I
the
mean,
pick did.
fix the
Pick.
Yeah.
Yeah, do I have that? Nope. Okay, no, I don't. Okay, checking. But yeah, where's an inspiration to give to?
It should You should just be
Very
able to
well.
drag it over onto.
Boom. There you go.
There you go. So, Thorin, you haven't tried the doorway actually. You tried the grates, and it wasn't enough leverage for you to pull anything. The one to the south.
Who's the other strong one? Help him.
I'm gonna try and yank and pull.
So, are you gonna yank and pull the one to the east?
It's just really crowded right now. I'm gonna do the one on the side.
To the south?
Which door are you talking about?
I'm talking about the one to the east. At the end of the hall.
There's only one. Yeah, because there's only one person.
All right, I'm gonna walk up to the door and try to open.
Okay. Do you want to use your inspiration or not?
I'll use the inspiration.
Okay. Roll a d6 in the regular chat area.
It should be a D8.
Or d8, excuse me. Yeah, it went up. Ooh.
Woohoo!
What?
So that's now in the modifiers.
Okay,
Holy
I have
crap.
to. The song for that was. Hold on.
Okay. Yeah, I want to hear this.
I like to imagine Thorin
had-
just felt inspired and just rammed into the door.
Yes, the 7 dwarfs. And you were strong dwarf.
Alright. So Thorin, you start pushing and pulling and doing whatever you can to break through. And at the last moment, you decide that it's not the correct approach. So you just kind of force your hands down underneath the doorway, which does have a very small gap, and start pulling up.
Lift.
So you're lifting, and without the inspiration, you would have never thought of that.
Use your knees.
So you guys see Thorin using all his strength, and he's forcing these big, huge chained counterweights, and he's creating.
Maximum effort.
Maximum effort. There are some creaking and grinding bones, as well as chains behind the walls, and it doesn't look like he's going to be able to hold it much longer. So I'm going to need all of you to roll a dexterity check to make it through the doorway without problems. Okay. So everybody except for Canifar.
Luck. I gotta have luck. Where's luck? Do you have a spell for this? I have a spell.
Okay.
He rolled
no.
the wrong thing. Let him roll the check.
What did I roll?
Dexterity check.
Well, acrobatics is dexterity. So
Oh, yeah.
it's just
Oh, he tried to tumble through. And
yeah, because that is a dex check.
yeah, it is.
Well,
Tried to be
shit.
fancy.
I did. I did.
You
Jack
just
of all
shit on
trades.
yourself.
You hear vicious mockery, but it's at myself. Hopefully I'm not stuck on the other side. Hopefully I just take damage from...
So I want all of you to move in the I want you guys all to move into that other chamber.
Thorin
Except-
will probably be the last in.
Silver
Yep.
Canifar.
Okay. Genfire?
Get to
Okay.
about here.
You get to about there, and Thorin's about to lose it. His nuts are about to pop off. And
Would it help if us on the other side went and grabbed as well and helped him hold that up?
Well, I'll be. So, I need Thorin to make a strength save in the dice tower, but at advantage. So, if you guys are
Right.
truly trying to help him,
Yeah, I'll help him.
Okay.
Yeah, Celeste will help too.
Okay. So you're able to hold it to a point to where you can get through. But he's kind of in your way, Canifar. So you're going to have to make a dexterity check or acrobatics check with disadvantage.
I crawl through his legs, yes.
Okay.
Falling
Oh,
through
nice
the
dismount.
legs.
Disadvantage, acrobatics.
Come
I've
on.
played Twister.
Holy crap.
I've played Twister.
You can't
Good.
win for losing. So go ahead. You made it. You both made it, barely. I mean, as soon as you moved, and now crash, that thing comes thumping back down the door.
Thorin's just gonna fall on the floor, face first. Ugh.
I mean, it started to hurt.
Ow.
Celeste is gonna walk over and look through the gates to see what we can see from this side.
I'm with you. Canifar is gonna come look with you.
All right.
Misery would like to look to see if we find any more keyholes in here.
Sure. Go ahead and make an investigation. Because you already know to look for them, so.
And I'd like, Goldie would like to look, do investigation on the walls to see if there's any writing on these walls.
Okay. So, Misery, you don't see any keyholes that compare to what you've had before. Goldie, you do notice some runes on here, but they are different.
Start humming the song "The Runes Upon the Wall." It's a love ballad.
Celeste would also like to investigate the runes on the wall and see if she can make sense of any of it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll use an Arcana check, I think, to check
Alright.
the runes.
Go ahead, guys. So, this makes less sense than before.
Oh, I think I can do that on my side. Wait, let me see.
And Genfire, this is really strange rune work here. This is like a series of lines and dots. It's almost more like code than it is language.
Like Morse code?
Yeah.
Oh dear. Okay, so I relay this information to everybody. It's like Morse code, isn't it?
What's the pattern?
Well, I have history, so I come over
Go
and
ahead.
I'm like, what do I remember from?
Canifar, you have a drum, and you think that perhaps if you tap in the rhythm of the code, ta ti ti ta, in your earliest days of musical training,
Oh, I
ti
play
ta
Rhythm of
ti
the
ta.
Night.
Yeah. So let's see that performance check, and it looks fine and dandy. So Canifar starts to really build this rhythm, and as the different lines are changing, he changes the rhythmic pattern, and with that, the bars actually to this area, they start to raise. So not the doors this time, the actual bars. So next to where Canifar is standing, the bars go up into the ceiling,
Oh,
and you have access now to the main corridor, and it's only like a 10-foot drop.
I'm gonna go
That's-
down.
Celeste was
So that
dancing to
if
the
he's-
rhythm. Just-
I'll get back down here and I'll keep playing though.
Okay, good idea.
Let's see if I remember the notes now that I can't see them.
Ta ti ti ta ta.
Can I do a perception check to see if that tormentor thing is close by?
Sure.
Because I don't know if it's close by to like damage us or something.
You see everything.
You see it, you know it, you love it. you, Thorin, it.
Go ahead and let's see. Yes, you do notice where it is, and you have an idea of the direction to go. And that would be due west.
Let's go west. If I
want
have
to
the
meet
party's
Marmus.
approval.
I'm gonna stay around the corner, down here, below the fan,
Okay.
while I watch the party.
Okay. You notice that the sound of rushing air comes from the circular type structure that's to the north. The object that you are standing next to is a really oddly shaped, huge, I mean gargantuan pillar. And there's a chain attached to it that leads down into like a well type structure. So it's pretty good size. Let me open this up for you guys.
Yawning portal size.
A little bigger.
That's excellent.
That was exactly what I was thinking when I saw the edge of the circle. I thought, wow, looks like we hit
Now,
the yawning.
what you're noticing is that the little rivulets of blood running along the floor, dumping into this frickin' hole. And it's picking up in velocity. So whatever you guys triggered in the other rooms is probably feeding these streams of blood.
Thorin still apologizes for nothing.
Holy mother of...
Celeste would like to take a look over the edge and just see if she can make any sense of what's going on. Maybe
Okay.
with Arcana.
Okay.
Or religion. I don't know what the check would be.
First, let's do a perception check.
Did that work?
Let's see. Genfire, you notice that this thing here, it's like a well of some sort, and you're not quite sure why. But these large chains have fallen into this well-like structure, and across the well there's another pillar, but it's been broken and it's fallen over. The break looks pretty old. It's hard to tell without examining.
So I relay this information to everybody else, and I move towards the broken pillar to do an investigation check.
Okay, Celeste, you don't really understand the implications of this, but at the last moment, you decide that it's unholy, and it definitely needs some sort of explanation of some sort. It's, to you, it's an abomination.
It's just a chain.
No change. Okay, Genfire, you notice that the break came from pulling action from the way it's broken.
From bowling action?
Pulling, like P-U-L-L-I-N-G.
Oh, okay.
So whatever
Pulling.
it was, pulled this chain, and it broke. The chain broke, and the pillar broke.
I see. Okay, I go back to
Yeah.
the party and relay the information.
Okay.
I thought he said dancing pole too, so don't feel alone.
All right.
Goldie would like to go up to the edge of the circular thing and do a religion check and see if she can figure out what might be going on here.
Okay. So you may roll religion.
Dwarvers run to rubs.
You're not quite sure what's happening here. You're kind of exchanging glances with Celeste. She's kind of like this is no good, whatever it is. And let's see, what do we got? 1, 2. Okay, so I need you guys all to roll initiative.
Thorin's gonna take a swig of his water skin and
Yep.
try and pee into the.
Is it whiskey?
Yes.
I sing a ballad called "The Fall of the Sun."
Yes, yes. Everybody, roll initiative.
Woohoo,
You
I'm
mean
able
I
to
did a
pee.
religion check and it made something aggressive?
Not exactly.
I'm pretty sure that was me.
I'm so slow.
Misery. Alright, so out of the pit comes these strange looking demonic creatures. They just come flying, like basically like they teleported or flew up from there, but they are now along the edge of this well. And there's strange creatures up and around. Kind of, they look really menacing. And Misery has the first action.
Is the only one I see the one that's to the north? Never mind, I see the others.
Yeah, your line of sight is kind of obscured. You know there's other ones, but you definitely see the one to the north.
Okay. And then I'll move up next to him and try to hit him with my rapier.
Okay.
So I just drag the dice on
Mm-hmm.
him? Is that
Yep.
how I do that?
Yeah, the attack.
Correct.
So your weapon has 2 different rolls, one for attack, one for damage. So your blade skewers him. So this thing howls in pain. It's very angry with you now. You guys notice that the machine that you were looking at earlier lights up the rest of the cavern, or this garage, or whatever it is. So I'm just going to delete the mask.
Seems like a gladiator pit to me.
This thing fires up. And it's got this loud, roaring, tremendous sound. So it's really loud.
Is it a Roomba?
Yeah.
With a
Yeah,
cat
it
on the back.
vacuums. Thorin.
Thorin's gonna calmly zip up his pants, walk around the pillar. Gonna walk right next to the stretch and go into a raid.
Okay.
Only if the rules. I'd be like, bonus action ahead of time to slap him with inspiration. Well,
He's gonna go into a frenzy,
Okay.
which means I can attack 3 times every turn.
Yep.
And I'm gonna attack this stretch.
Okay. You slam it with your great axe, and it comes down with a heavy blow.
I swing a second time.
Quick counter swing, comes around and smacks the thing down to nothing. It's a big pool of blood, and it adds into the blood that's already flowing into this well-like thing.
Thorn's gonna shout, I want that machine! He's gonna turn towards it and just watch it.
so I can't cast a spell on it? Oh.
You can probably cast a spell. The Thorn just wants a ride.
Oh, I was... You see me getting ready with stone to do a shatter spell. I'm like... and then I suddenly stop. Oh.
Okay, so I want to cast fireball on these 5 guys on the extreme left of this pit of blood. But I haven't cast fireball before, so could you guys like run me through how to do?
Okay, first of all, I would move to a better position, which you've done.
If you right-click on the map, you can do pointers. You can create a circle. I believe Fireball's a circle.
Yep.
And you can draw it to the radius of the spell. I
Yep.
believe Fireball's
20.
Yep.
20 radius.
So right-click on the map, click pointers, draw your circle just by left-clicking and holding it down. There you go. So that's what you want. Okay, now I want you to hold down your left control key and click on each target that you're going to be going after. Okay. Now you need to do the cast action to see if any of them fail or save. It'll keep track of all that. And now you need to just click on the damage. Oh, nice.
Damn.
That did some damage. Don't forget to check off your... So you guys see this big ball of flame fly across that chasm and just basically blow up in the faces of these creatures. And they're howling in agony. And it's like this burnt, stinky flesh smell with burnt hair. A nasty smell. So if you want to get rid of that circle, you just right-click on it again, click pointers, and then you can click remove pointers. Thank you.
All right, thanks.
Perfect.
I guess I end my
Good
turn.
job. All right. So this creature hisses at you, and he says, "You will not succeed here." And he starts to leap and do all this nasty stuff. And he reaches out and tries to grapple with you. And is basically the stench, this rotting smell that kind of matches some of the prison smells that you've been smelling recently. It assaults you, basically. Oh, man. So, this thing smells so bad that the stench is basically eating off your flesh.
Wonderful.
It's nasty. It's got like a goat-like head. I gotta show you this thing.
Now, am I able to do like Hellish Rebuke on this?
Yep. You sure can. Just remember, you only got one of them or something like that.
It takes a spell slot. Oh, you're a tiefling, aren't you? Yeah, that's just once per long.
But I think it's a good time.
Okay, I'll give that a try.
So
I guess the question is, how do I go about doing that?
okay. So you have, let's see. Okay, you have a cast button, and then you have a damage. So you need to drag that cast onto the creature, and that's the saving throw, basically. So if it saves, it'll only take half damage. Well, it succeeded, but now you can drag the damage onto it. It'll auto-calculate the difference. Nice. So he partially resisted some of the damage, but it still boiled his flesh.
Does the save always happen automatically, or is there, like, if we had to save, do we actually roll the save, or is it automatically done?
The dice does it.
Okay.
For instance, if I cast a spell on you with an NPC monster, the save is built into the actions of the spell. So I would drag the save for you, basically, and see if you save, and if you don't, then I would apply the damage, or the result. When you attack, you're basically making the saving throw for the monster. And then you're rolling damage or whatever the result is.
Got it.
So, that was its turn. And this thing's presence, the way it smells, is starting to invade, let's see, Genfire and Celeste. Let's see, it says 30-foot radius.
Holy shit.
Yeah. Wait, if the creature isn't a demon, starts his turn 30 feet, one or more, that creature must succeed. Okay, so on the next turn, yeah. So Goldie, I have to do a save for you. Wow, that thing, yuck. Damn, that thing's gross. It's called a rotting presence.
Sorry, I didn't see that the thing had turned to me. Oh, at least I did my save.
Yep.
Okay, I have a thing called the Holy Symbol of Hope.
Mm-hmm.
And it is my holy symbol, and it says that I can use it to cast
Beacon of Hope.
Beacon of Hope. And I believe you can pick as many, let's see. It can be used to cast a spell without, I don't use the spell slot for it.
Correct.
And I can't use it again until long rest. But I'm questioning, would this be considered my action to do this?
Yes.
It just, okay. And I can count up to all of my party members, right? Including myself in this Beacon of Hope.
What does it say?
While carried and attuned to this item, you can use your action to cast Beacon of Hope for full duration without the need for a spell slot or concentration.
Nice.
Once used, it can to cast a spell. You can't use it again until next on.
Look at the spell.
Huh?
Yeah,
Look at the spell itself.
Spell.
Okay, let me look at the spell. That was the item itself. Spell. Beacon of Hope. Okay, spell is action. 30 feet. Has to be everybody within 30 feet. I think everybody's within 30 feet of me. Bestows hope and vitality. Choose a number of creatures within range for the duration. Each target has advantage on wisdom saving throws and death saving throws, and regains the maximum number of hit points possible from any healing. Of course, I'm not healing. I'm just giving, like, it's going to put a tag on everybody so that they can, if they do get healed, they will get maximum benefit, correct?
Mhm.
And it says concentration up to 1 minute, but because of I'm using the holy symbol to do this, I won't need to use concentration, but it will be valid up to a minute. So that will be my action. I'm gonna. It doesn't say that I have any number of creatures within range, and I'm gonna target everybody in our party to
Sounds
be
good.
part of this. I was gonna do a bless.
I think that's
but
even better.
I changed my mind. So then I'm going to use the Beacon of Hope. I'll do the thingy. How's this work? Let's see. So it looks like, I've got two effects here. I've got the concentration self, but since I don't need to keep the concentration, just use the effect. The top one that says Beacon of Hope, advantage, save, wisdom, blah, blah, blah.
Yep.
Receive. Okay, so I won't do the concentration since that doesn't
That's right.
apply, and everybody gets at least
Yes.
if they get healed or take a healing potion or whatever, you get maximum healing from it, which will help. Unfortunately, since that was my Witchcott spell and I don't have any bonus action cantrips, that's all that I'm going to be able to do on this turn. But at least it gives us sort
You
of
can move.
well, yeah, I can move.
Might want to leave the radius of the stinky man.
Oh, yeah. Can you show what the radius is so I can see how far I need to move?
Yep.
I think right now I'm the only one who's out of his range.
Yeah, it's just 30 feet, so count 6 squares out from him, and there you go.
Okay, so I'm gonna go over here. And then I will end my turn.
Okay.
You just see a very angry Thorn.
Now, Lady Shel, make sure you untarget everybody.
Yeah, I was just gonna do that.
Okay. Canifar,
Yes.
you're smelling a stench roll from the north.
Yeah, I'll let you do that before I... Oh, shit.
Oh no.
Ouch.
Mm-hmm.
So that's burning the hairs in your nose.
Yes, it is. So I showed my movement there. I start singing a song of rock and roll, specifically, and cast Shatter on these bastards.
Ooh. Whoa.
Wasn't much, but a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Not
Yeah,
bad.
Just go. Just 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, yeah. Good. Untarget him. So that was a move. And as a bonus. Yeah, I don't think I have any bonus of. Oh yeah, I do. You're coming up, so inspiration to Thorin. He's our buff, so he needs to be able to do his thing. And I'll mark the second one. Damn it, wrong way. There we go. And in my initiative.
Perfect. Okay. So this creature to the north that's standing on the edge of the well is basically moving to here. And he hops down.
Oh wait, does that stay up? Hold on, I gotta
So, the way this thing looks is such a detrimental, you know, the way it's just, he's very odd looking, very creepy, and this fear that emanates from him is very powerful. So, he has an ability called Crippling Fear. So, that didn't affect Thorin. He's like, I don't
He's too
fear
angry.
you. Yeah, way too angry. Goldie's like, I don't think so. Canifart. Not in my wildest dreams. So that's its turn. So this other Rudderkin thing.
I've been here before. I have an immunity to iocane powder.
So this one moves up close to Thorin. And again, it exudes his fear, but no, it's kind of hokey, so I'm not going to apply that again. Not until the next round. It doesn't make sense that you would resist one, but not the other. I don't know. Anyways.
Not fear Tim, but Jerry. Oh my god, Jerry's scary.
So this thing kind of comes up and tries to bite you. So it's opening his big maw. And it takes a big crunch out of your shoulder.
You just gone goofed.
Oh. So he took a bite down on you. Kind of hurt. And you saved.
Barely.
Celeste.
So Celeste, I think, needs to get rid of this stinky one up here.
Mm-hmm.
If I have a question. If I were to jump up onto the wall, do I get a clear shot? Because I can't really tell by the elevations.
Yeah, you can target it too. Go ahead and move to the wall.
So I think I'm going to move up to the wall.
And then hold down the left control key and click on your target.
So I'm targeting that one. And then I'm going to shoot an arrow at it.
Okay, so Misery is kind of in the way. But if you move another 5 feet, I think you can clear it.
Canifar sings for you. Hurry up and die.
Oh, was I supposed to take a saving throw or something for the stink?
Yeah, I forgot about that. Thank you. You know what? Take an inspiration for that. Because you're not trying to cheat.
So I will fire an arrow.
And you save. Okay? Nice.
Only 5 damage.
Better than nothing. Anything else? Still have movement.
I think that's all I can do.
Okay. But you do have movement still.
Yeah, I think I moved 10.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I can get out of the stink smell. So I'll stay and stay with my party members to help.
Okay. Alrighty. So the dredge.
Where is this guy?
I don't know. Might be dead already. Where is he?
Is he underneath one of
I think
4
so.
or 5?
What the hell?
Maybe they're running the Tormentor.
Looks like Dredge 6 is dead and Dredge 3 is unconscious.
Yep. Where did he go? I don't see him.
They're not the two that are in the tormentor?
No.
Or no, okay.
Nothing there.
They're driving it.
No. That is so weird. The hell did it go?
Did they
Absolutely,
pop
'cause
up
if
under
we-
one of our characters?
Because if the
Maybe.
player characters can see it in the combat tracker, they're visible. So yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what's going on.
Delete it.
Hold on.
Is there a way to focus on it, kind of like you can do?
Or
with
well,
There it
yeah,
is.
you could drag it back on. That's what I was gonna say.
That's what I
yeah,
did.
You could drag it.
Alright. So, this guy moves towards you guys. Not very quickly, though. They're pretty slow.
Just 1 second. Would my fireball have hit him?
Probably.
Oh, okay. So let's just pretend that.
Yeah, I mean, we could potentially damage him. Go ahead and roll the damage for the fireball.
It was 17, I think. 17 for a saving throw. For saving throw, it's half the damage.
So do the saving
go-
throw for him.
How do I base a saving throw?
Just drag it onto the dretch.
Oh, you mean the
pretend
damage?
you're-
Okay, cool.
Pretend you're casting it on him again.
Yeah.
Yeah, drag cast over and drop it on him.
Yep. Now do the damage. He hurts.
So it was supposed to be 17, not 26.
It's
Either
it's
way,
okay. He's
okay.
just yeah.
He's hurt.
It affected him more than the others.
Yeah.
Emotions. I'm with you, buddy.
So, when this thing reaches, this disgusting green gas kind of comes out from around, spreads around corners, and everything's kind of lightly obscured in the area of a 10-foot radius.
That side is gross and funky. This side we can't see and it is also funky. I should just fart with it to add in.
Okay. Where is this one at? Dretch 2.
I feel like he's the same issue.
Yeah, it's really weird. Yeah, he didn't even get damaged. So again, we're gonna have to apply the fireball again.
Just give him the 26. Yeah, yeah.
Definitely failed.
I'd say so.
Yeah, he's hurt. Ah. Now this one I know where he's at. So he just moves over there. Number 5 moves this way.
No, no.
Stinky cloud. Stinky cloud. Let's see.
Thorn's gonna release a little toot.
He's gonna add to it. So,
I mean, this is the place where you can get away with it.
yeah.
I mean, he's already been releasing all of it. Might as well go. Go
You
the extra.
succeeded. You definitely succeeded. Canifar, you get advantage on your next action.
Yay!
Or you can call it, basically it's like a, inspiration almost.
Oh.
However, our buddy Goldie has succumbed to the
Stench.
yes, to the stench. So you're gagging and coughing.
Why am I not a dwarf?
I like
And
to imagine it was because of Thorin that she's now gagging.
now it's trying to claw and bite at Thorin. So it claw had missed, and then it kind of lunges in for a bite. That's really sharp, needly looking teeth and kind of an ugly snout. He was able to bite you, just barely piercing your skin.
Ew, get off.
Misery.
These guys are so stinky.
Misery. Are you with us?
Yep, I'm here.
Keep
Okay.
doing stuff in chat.
All right. Well, you just take a little bit more damage from the stench.
Okay.
It's your turn.
Is there anything I need to do for that, or does that just happen automatically?
I had to execute it, but yeah, you took a little bit of damage.
Okay.
So that rapier sinks deep into this thing's flesh. And open up a nice sized hole in its gut, and all this black ichor stuff starts coming out.
Nice.
So anything else? You still have movement. I don't know if you have any bonus actions. You have
Well,
disengage.
actually, I do have, if I read it correctly, the cunning action. I can use a bonus action.
Yep.
or
And you
one
can
more.
Yep. You can disengage.
I think I'm just going to stay here and fight this guy off.
Thorin is surrounded by poo-poo smell.
Poo-poo smell get in the way of Thorin's machine. Thorin angry. Do I have to do anything because of the stench cloud, or can I attack more?
You can attack. Nice.
All right. I meant to just attack the Rudderkin there. Didn't mean to attack the Tormentor.
Okay.
I did not mean to damage the Tormentor. What the hell's going on?
Do you have it targeted? No.
No.
Yeah, that's weird.
I had it targeted originally for the attack roll. I took it off. I did damage, and it it seemed to have reattached to it. You're gonna have to take off the damage on that tormentor. Sorry.
Luckily, Fantasy Grounds is a piece of software. Every once in a while, it glitches. Let me fix it. Shit.
I'm gonna attack the Rudderkin a second time. And I turn to the Dredge, and I'm going to attack it with my third attack.
Oh yes, the smell
Sweet.
of that circle goes away. Yeah.
Yeah, it does. Well, at least from there.
From there, yeah, absolutely.
Thorn smash. Thorn's gonna take his movement speed and just kind of run into the stench from the other dredges and just kind of barrel.
All right.
No.
He's in a rage, man. He doesn't know what he
If I
doesn't care.
cast Shatter, you will take damage then. But you got 55 hit points.
Genfire.
You just have to aim really carefully.
So I move there, I think. Do I have permission to move there? Because I have 30 speed.
Try to draw the line around.
I have, I think.
He does. He has it next
around
to
the
canning bolt.
So trace the line. You don't want to go through walls, and that sort of thing. So trace the line.
Well, you drag the line, drop it, then grab it again from the new spot. It'll keep going around.
Mm-hmm. So try it again. Your movement. Okay. And you still have 10 feet if you want.
Okay. I just want to draw a line to see if I'm within 60 feet to hit these bridges.
So target one of them, and then hover over your character.
Okay, cool.
Anything else?
Yeah, I just want to draw a circle to see if I can get the shatter radius to hit the 3 guys without Thorin Frostbeard. So.
Okay.
I imagine if you do hit him, it's just as revenge for puking on your.
A 10-foot radius. Okay.
So you can probably pull it back. There you go.
Okay, cool.
Mm-hmm. So target those 3. Then make your rolls. Okay. Now roll your damage.
I think you just injured yourself.
Oh, have I targeted myself? Oh, crap.
He'll fix it. It's 13 points. Yeah.
It's cool.
He can fix 13. Yeah.
Okay.
So before you target, now you got to make sure you untarget. That's all.
Cool.
And make sure you're not clicking on yourself.
Yeah. That was a mistake, yeah. Alright, so I end my turn.
Okay. Okay. So this ugly goat-like creature has got his stink.
Smell my armpit.
It's pretty lethal. It has this nasty barbed-looking tail that comes whipping around. Misery.
Okay.
And it finds purchase on you. Ouch.
Now I can use my uncanny dodge to half whatever the damage is on that for my reaction.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want me to hit that now, or do I
Hit it
wait
now.
until you just...
I
You already-
was initially in this big red circle. Do I get any damage from that, or if I move?
You didn't. Yeah, you did start your turn in there. So let me. You succeeded, so you're fine.
Cool.
So half damage on you, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, you get 6 back, I think.
There you go. And now.
Ouch.
Yeah. So you can feel this poison coursing through your body as that barbed tail comes whipping around and stabs you in your thigh. And the stench of this thing is getting overwhelming. Goldie.
Okay, I am going to.
You're not feeling so hot yourself. You're
Why
still
am I-
poisoned.
Wait, where am I? I'm still. Oh, I'm still poisoned.
Mhm.
Okay. I'm gonna go over here.
Mhm.
I'm going to cast bonus action of healing word.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, am I going right? Well, not mass healing word. Wait, I want level 1 spell. Is healing word? Oh, I know. It's a life spell. Gotta find it on my sheet. Darn it! I know I have it.
Mm-hmm.
It's here somewhere.
You know too many.
Okay, blessing cure wounds is under life domain. Where's healing word? Did I forget to put it on here?
I don't
Healing
know.
word is a level 1 spell, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh crap. I've got guiding bolt, purify water, food and drink, shield of faith, and create or destroy water. Dang! I don't have healing word. Somehow I did not get it put on.
I got it. I can give it to you. Here.
Yeah.
I'll hand it over.
How many people are damaged? Just Conifer and Misery, right?
Pretty
Oh,
much.
and Thorin, but a little bit. Yeah, the mass healing word will not be good because that's crap. I have to go walk all the way over there to heal you? Doggone it! This is not fair. And I gotta breathe the stench.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, how many feet did I move?
You
About
moved
20.
20?
20?
Yeah,
Oh.
because you had to go through Genfire, so you lose 5 feet there.
Well, crap. I can't do anything because I can't get close enough.
Nope. You're better off staying there and doing a bonus action or something.
Yeah.
Or heal somebody.
Well, I can't heal
Or
him.
shoot somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Let me go back over here and give Canifer some healing. Because he's the only one that I'm within range of for my cure wounds.
Yeah.
Wait, you're only down by how much?
Only 7.
Okay, so I probably could get that with the first level.
Or do you have a cantrip?
There is no healing cantrip.
I thought Cure Wounds was one.
Cure Wounds is the first level spell.
Oh.
I wish there was.
Oops, I put the wrong thing on you.
I mean, a 1d4.
I'm blessed.
You are
Yay.
blessed. There we go. Undo that. I grabbed the wrong one.
I am unblessed.
But you are healed now, because I got good healing with a +6 at the end, so that should.
That does.
7.
It's so good with a
Okay,
1.
perfect.
All right.
And let's see, bonus action. Now that was a spell, so it would have to be a cantrip, which means I can't do anything, so I will end my turn.
Okay. Good job. Canifar,
longer
you're
feel
feeling
blessed.
better.
Yeah.
And the odds
Feel
are
better,
looking
but you
up.
don't feel blessed.
Yeah. Odds are looking up.
There's a moment of feeling blessed, and then it went away. No, let's see. Come back over here so that I can see, wait, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Nope, I need to be a little bit closer. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
You lost 5 for squirting by the edge there.
Yeah, I think what I'm going to do is just go ahead and step in it. I'm going to deal. Since Goldie healed me, I'm like feeling all like arrogant. And I step in.
And let's not forget that they get full healing from the Beacon of Hope still, too.
Yep. So you saved.
Excellent. So I come in here and I will cast on his head a wonderful crown of goodness.
Yeah.
Better than you already are. You failed. So I think. Okay, this one's for me.
Yep.
This one's for him. Oh, I don't know if it put it on the right people. I forgot. It did it right. Yeah, okay. And charm him. Let's see. Charmed. Be our friend. Take the stink down. Because it's very inappropriate. Yeah, something to that effect.
Okay.
And I step back out of it.
Okay.
And I'm done.
Okay. So the rudderkin moves this way.
Give
First,
Thorin a hug.
now this crippling fear will apply. You succeeded, so it didn't bother you.
And again, we say I've already seen Larry. So
I've already saw you.
Daryl.
But his bite does find purchase. Ouch.
You're not Jerry. I do not fear you. Ow!
Celeste. Lady Celeste.
Jerry Lewis.
Celeste has a magic longsword.
Why don't you move in on it?
Is the stink still up? The
No.
Is...
No, it's gone.
So we're going to move next to that creature.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to target it, and I'm going to hit it with the longsword.
Okay. Now, you have other abilities. So that's you scored a nice blow. Let me take a look. You have Divine Smite. So, if you want to, you don't have to. You can use your Divine Smite, which is just an effect that goes on you. And then when you do damage, it adds an extra 8 or whatever, necrotic or radiant. You want to do that?
I think this creature is heavily damaged, so I didn't know if I'd be wasting it.
True. Go ahead. Swing then. Yep. Nice.
But not dead.
Nope.
And that'll be my turn.
Okay.
Ooh, and that doesn't take away the Crown of Madness. Excellent. That's what I was reading up for, just to make sure. That is different than the other stuff. Okay.
So the Dretch has his fetid cloud. But you saved like usual. And he moves in for the kill.
I smell my own farts all the time, so...
So he takes a big claw at you and rakes at your side. And then a big bite.
I'm getting the feeling that these things are hungry.
Yeah. They can smell blood. Misery. Put this guy out of misery. Ah.
And I
hit.
can use sneak attack now, correct?
Yeah.
5 feet.
Mm-hmm.
So do I just drag that effect over since that's an extra die? Will that count that in there?
It counts
do I
on
have
you.
to-
It's just click it. It's
Just
on
click
you.
it?
Apply the
Yeah.
effect to yourself, and then you roll the damage, and it'll
Mhm.
automatically.
Yep.
3d6. Damn.
Yeah. Damn.
So much stabby.
Nice.
You just went and it just took him out. He crumbles into a pile of goo.
I think I owed him that one.
Yeah. You owed him the odor.
That's right.
Alright. Anything else? And by the way, when you guys are fighting, the intensity of the ground shaking increases. So as the battle's going on, the ground is slowly starting to shift a little bit, like a mini earthquake. Nothing too damaging or anything, but you're starting to notice that the ground is shaking and moving more.
I don't think that's my stomach.
Alright, I'm not sure how much I've moved total because the first
Well-
move kind of cut off as I was drawing it.
Well, there you go.
Oh, did you guys know that if you drop it, you can continue? Like, for instance, if I drop it here, I can drag the end of it again, keep going and drop it. Grab it again, keep going and drop it until you get to your 30 feet.
Yeah, I was trying to do that, but it stopped after the first one. I couldn't drag it further. But I do have a question. Are we doing even for each of the diagonals, or are we doing the first the 5, then the 15?
It's on the variant one, so it does take in consideration the diagonal movement.
Okay.
Anything else? Okay.
Nope, I'm done.
All right. So the whatever that thing is, it's starting to rumble and shake as well. The tormentor.
I think it's got a burp.
I want to get a ride.
Thorin.
Catch a ride. I'm going to recklessly attack these things.
Okay.
And don't forget you have inspiration in case you need,
That's right.
just a reminder, yeah. And I need to go get tea. I'll be right back.
I am recklessly attacking the first one, the second one. I swing a third time. Hoorah! And I'm going to run up to the tormentor and kind of start climbing up it.
Okay.
So would I have to roll a strength check or something to see if
Yeah.
I
Yep.
successfully?
You climb up on it and you notice that the lights start shutting down in it, and a little bit of smoke comes out of it as you're climbing.
No, no, no! I want this to work for me.
Of course. Gen
That's
fire.
my move.
Yep. So I move closer to it.
Okay.
And I cast Firebolt, which is a cantrip.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, wait.
Okay.
I can move further 10 feet, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I hit him without hitting Thorin Frostbeard.
Okay.
You just see an angry dwarf just screaming at the machine.
All right. So
Alright.
you blast the thing, right? And it does score the outside of its armor and such. But as you were casting, you noticed that the flames and the smoke and all that have kind of subsided. And you can see Thorin over there pounding on it with his fist going, "No! You stupid machine!" or something like that. And now that your fireballs or whatever, or your flame has hit this thing, it is completely shut down now.
My
okay.
baby!
My
My baby!
It goes, "Pew!" It shuts down like a machine. Goldie,
Okay.
the ground is
it's
still shaking.
Shut down. I'm standing next to Misery, and still needs healing, so I'm going to do first level Cure Wound spell because we have that thing that allows it to give a full
Right.
thing.
So what I
full
want you
heal
to
on it.
do is
Yes.
go to the modifiers and click full, and then drag your
Go to the modifiers and click what?
Max.
max.
Oh, that modifier. I was looking at the one in the lower left.
No.
That is the plus minus thing. Click max.
And then
Okay, and then do
drag
my
your heal.
Cure Wounds. Okay. There you go.
Nice.
Ah, thank you.
You're very welcome. Yeah, I'm just gonna. You know what? I can't do. I was gonna say I would ready a weapon, but I can't do that.
Yeah, you
I
can.
use my action. I can ready a weapon.
It's
I
a
thought
free action.
Weapon...
It's a free
I
interaction.
thought it was an action.
No.
Okay. I'm gonna, in case something else pops up here, dangerous to us, I'm gonna ready my crossbow and attack it if it pops up and be's aggressive to us.
Oh,
That's
you're
great
saying
language.
you wanted a ready in action, not okay. I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
You can pull out your weapon, but you can't ready in action.
Oh, okay. So you know what? I wasn't even in the right spot.
Right.
I needed to be right here to do that heal because it was Cure Wounds. Yeah, okay, so then I guess I will get my crossbow out in case I need to use it on my next turn, and I will pass my turn.
Alright. Canifer.
Yay.
You don't see any immediate danger, although the ground is starting to alarm you.
Yes.
You do see Thorin crying.
Well, I can't do anything about that, and I can't give you any more inspiration, so...
So you're thinking
But I
it's...
will...
Go ahead and roll investigation, Canifar. But go ahead and say what you're going to say first.
Oh, okay, because other than that, I'm also healing him. I'll do a healing word, but I'll roll investigation once again. Investigation. There we go.
So, you're thinking it's out of fuel.
Oh, okay. There was 2 options that I was thinking, and that was one of them. So yeah. Okay.
My baby.
Healing word of second.
And hit max.
That's right. We're still using.
I think you're targeting yourself too.
Yeah.
Am I? Uh-oh.
That's what it says in the track.
There we go. Am I still? Yep. Okay. I don't know if it maxed or not, but
Well,
How much does healing word do?
for D4 plus 3, so 8, 9, 10, 11. It should have did 11.
huh. Well, nonetheless, you healed him, right?
Yes, 9 points. So it's still good. I'm
Yep.
still happy. And so I moved. I did an action to heal, or that was a bonus action to heal, actually. So action will be to move up here with you.
Strength check.
To help you, maybe. I don't
Okay.
Well,
Do a maybe you want to try to. Well, I'm not going to tell you what to do. Helping him at this point would look more like an apology, perhaps some sympathy.
Sympathy, but I can't apologize because I don't know what happened.
Well, yeah, you just saw the mage fry it, and it just coincidentally shut down at that point.
Oh, let's
So
reword
to
it
you,
to right. Well, let's reword it to act like I don't know that the mage did that. That it's just like, oh, I don't know what happened.
all right. So roll persuasion with disadvantage.
You want me to roll insight?
You will in a moment.
Now 1, let's go.
You don't believe him?
Okay. Go ahead and roll insight there. So you get the feeling that he's trying to tell you the truth anyways. You're no longer wanting to rip the head off the fire mage. Because you were just, I mean, if Canifar, if you weren't there, I think he would have looked at the mage, looked at the broken machine, and ran over there and tried to pull his head off.
Wait a minute, I tried to save his life. Wait, oh, okay.
It
No.
was a very strong possibility.
Right? I understand,
Well-
dwarf, so I knew it was going to happen.
Yeah, so Canifar kind of went in there and kind of intervened. And without that intervention, I think there would have been an unneeded conflict. So, bravo, Canifar. So,
Don't worry, we'll try to fix it.
so you guys see this smoldering engine, or whatever the heck it is, machine, and it is lights out. The lights are off now, and it just looks like a big heaping pile of crap now. It's got score marks on it, but what you guys do notice around the edges of it is a lot of dried blood, and there seems to be a lot of demon-like appendages that are kind of glued onto it from earlier battles. It looks like it's been hit quite a few times with missile weapons, and it has a stylistic symbol on it similar to the ring. And I need Misery to roll a history check.
Okay.
Could I roll one too? I'm proficient in history.
Right, but this particular roll doesn't. Okay. I don't know why you got disadvantage. Probably because of a poison or something. You have Crown of Madness.
She is poisoned, yes.
She's
Okay.
poisoned.
Okay. So at the moment when you notice that the smoke is sort of clearing or getting worse, you look over towards the vehicle and you notice the symbol that's painted on it. And it reminds you of something from your past. So if you'd be so kind as to observe your inventory.
Wait, is this your ex's?
What?
You know, like your significant
Oh.
other, your ex? You know, your ex's
Close!
Okay, I'm looking at the inventory.
Take a look through there and see if anything stands out.
And no, it's not the donkey in your pocket.
You get one guess. Anything peculiar?
The token? The soul token?
Bingo. On the token is the symbol of that very same, the ring and the vehicle. You didn't get a close look at the ring, so that didn't help you. But looking upon the paintings and the markings on the vehicle, it matches that of the token.
Oh, look, you have gas. However, I warn you.
Did you
using
read? Did you read what the token says?
Me personally, yeah. Well,
No, I'm talking to
I knew
Misery.
from PAX. I knew from PAX.
Okay, I see that. So that's related to the machine?
Somehow it is. You're not sure exactly what, but still. And Canifar, Canifar, I need you to roll a investigation.
Orin's just too busy slamming his fist on the machine, going, "Work!"
Okay, so Canifar, in your recent experience, you noticed that the token matches that of the ring, matches that of the stylized logo on the vehicle.
No,
You
it's
also,
all produced here. Oh, so gross.
And not only that, but this is the same type of coins that was stolen that we had discussed earlier. Not earlier today, but yesterday.
Yes. Oh. I see what you did there. And Canifer says, "Oh, my bag." Well, I don't see the bag, but I see one of them, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
there's a moment of realization on the part of Misery. But at that same exact moment, as if synchronistically, you go, wait a minute. She has a coin. There's the ring. There's the vehicle. There was something going on in Baldur's Gate. So you guys don't know how it's tied together exactly, but something is afoot. But your biggest problem right now is that this place is falling apart. It is starting to shake more like an earthquake. And there isn't much time to get out. You have maybe less than 10 minutes to get out of this place.
We all need to get into the machine, use that coin for energy. So yes, Torin, you're about to get your wish. And then I think the ring is what we got to go through to get out. Am I correct on that part?
The ring?
Or the ring, or is the ring... Wait, do you mean a ring like on your hand, or a ring like the big ring in the floor?
Good question.
Oh.
I say we go down the big pit.
Because right now that looks like the only exit at this point in time. So I'm kind of thinking.
Let's all catch a ride.
Yeah, but
Lauren's
we all
gonna try
need
and
to.
open the door.
Okay, here's the
I mean-
problem. The thing only holds 4 people.
Oh shit.
Thorin doesn't mind riding on top of it like a.
Okay. Who wants to ride outside? With
I'll do
Strap
it
'em
as
up.
atonement for to like get in Thorin's.
oh
good
my
graces
god, are you
again.
sure about that?
Strength.
I'm cool with it.
Why,
I'm
would
just
I have to do
saying.
a strength check?
Thorin's slightly insane. You might want to reconsider.
Yeah, I'm just.
No, but if
I
ride
like
on,
the idea. I like the
okay.
idea. Who has inspiration here?
Celeste has inspiration.
Well,
I have
Celeste,
bardic inspiration.
you can always give somebody some inspiration.
Yes, and I will also give not Thorin, because Thorin already asked inspiration, but the other name who just said that they would ride outside too. I will slap inspiration on you.
Genfire.
Yeah.
Genfire, yes, there we go. So I will slap inspiration on Genfire. If you really want to ride out there with Thorin, and I sing a song, something about rollin', 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 keep the dog food rolling.
Okay, so everyone, please place your tokens on top of the big token of the machine.
Thorin's also gonna pull out his pan flute and kind of play the ring.
Genfire, there you are. Okay, and I need the inspiration button dropped on Genfire.
All right.
Okay.
So now that you guys are kind of inside, there's room for 4 people. 2 are pilots. 2 are kind of like navigation / weapons. The other 2 are kind of hanging out on the outside, holding on for dear life. So, Thorin,
Woohoo!
you get your wish, buddy. So we need to drop all the rage stuff, and
I'm gonna have a one.
I'm gonna
level of
clear the
exhaustion.
effects right now.
Oh no, just not the bardic inspiration.
Well, you just redo it.
Oh, okay, I can do that.
Okay, I cleared all the effects.
There.
If you guys want to reapply your
Okay, no
racial
trace.
stuff,
Okay.
that's fine.
Good deal.
Okay, so what's gonna happen is you're gonna be doing like a piloting check on this thing. Okay.
And the four in the cabin, I warn you, in order to feed and turn on this vehicle, this little coin that Goldfire or somebody has, Misery, who it has a soul in it, and so we're gonna feed a soul to get this thing going.
How do you feel about that,
Nice.
Misery?
How do you feel about
Hey,
that?
I'm half demon. I'm fine with that.
Right.
I'm not
but
fine about that. I am a lawful good cleric, and I don't like the idea of feeding someone's soul to make this machine.
well, Misery, here's the thing. You're probably fine with it in real life, but your character, that is your token to remind you of your family.
Oh, that is true. So I take it then that kills the token, just not the soul that's inside.
No, it kills the soul.
No.
And is the
soul is what
soul one of
feeds
my
the
family
soul.
members?
That's a
It's
good
the
question.
Soul that feeds the energy.
Yep. I don't know that answer, to be honest. I never thought
Okay.
that deep into it, but it is tied to your background.
And we're just saying this is the answers that Jennifer's given you. Is like, nope, whatever soul is in that thing, its energy gets sucked into the machine to power it. And then I look at you in your face and like, oh, is it family? Oh.
So basically, Goldie has her hands on her hips. I don't think so, guys. This isn't right. And Misery's probably like, oh shit. And the rest of you are like, hurry up, we gotta get out of here.
Okay. Everybody
hear-
search the couch cushions in the car and under the seats and see if there's any change. There might be another coin under there. I doubt it because these things are rare. But everybody look.
It's-
Any souls left in those we killed in the fight?
Well, that's not the problem. It's the part of this machine in place here that takes the souls, most likely those mouths that we saw in those rooms, that eat the stuff off the soul, and then the soul itself can be pulled into the coin. It's a very painful, heinous process, I understand.
Ritual.
So it's not like, yeah, so it's not like Back to the Future where we could just open up the little thing and throw some eggs in and a little bit of monster and close it and hit the button and get
7,000
power.
Okay, Thorn.
Right, exactly. Right.
You have the helm, so you're just waiting for the group to
Do you
decide
snatch the
what
coin?
to do.
Do you snatch, right? Do you snatch the coin and put it in?
Look, guys. Okay, it's either this one soul is tortured or all 6 of us die here. Okay, so what do we choose?
And we become coins.
That's what I was going to say. Yeah.
That is true. I'll turn to Goldie and be like, if we stay here, we become coins.
Oh, roll persuasion, please, with
Oh, you like
advantage.
that one? You like that one?
Wait, who rolls persuasion?
It's Canifar is gonna try to persuade Goldie and Celeste, even though Celeste hasn't really said anything.
Oh, I
but
accidentally did that with disadvantage. Damn it. Okay, wrong one. Let's do
try
that
it
one.
over. Do over.
Right. There we go. 22.
Okay. So you guys can either decide to go with his persuasion, and if you don't want to go with it, then you need to beat a 22 on your insight. So you either trust what he's saying. Okay, Goldie's good. Celeste, I don't know if it bothers you or not, but Celeste, you put your foot down and you say, you're either gonna say probably something like, we are gonna have to fight our way out of here, or you're gonna have to sacrifice me, or something like that. I don't know exactly what direction you want to go.
I mean, I don't know
But
if there's a machine.
Can
that
anybody
takes-
communicate with the soul and the coin and see if they're willing?
Nobody in this
Right.
party. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, and we don't have the machine here to where we could take like this soul out and put Misery's
I know.
soul, or who's not Misery, but whose soul is it?
We don't know.
Celeste, or no? Who's got the coin?
Misery has the coin.
It's Misery's
Misery.
dead.
You know what's really cool?
You can always just ride outside of the cool looking ride.
When you get close to the controls, Misery, you're sitting shotgun with Thorin, and you guys are sitting shotgun, and as you get close, the slot where the coin goes starts pulsing like a video game from the 80s. I want your token. 25 cents.
Please enter your token now.
Yeah.
Please
Ready,
do it
player
now.
one.
Player 1, please enter your token now. Your token is in your pocket. Please insert it.
Thorin's gonna turn puppy dog eyes to the Celeste.
You guys have 6 rounds to figure it out before this place starts coming down.
We're gonna die.
But we have, at this point, no other option other than using the coin.
No, there is another
Well,
option,
We could
but
just dive down the tunnel.
I suppose we could try the key that we don't know if it was a one-way trip or a
right,
two-way trip.
that's true. Yep. And then there's fighting
And
your way
I
out.
got the key.
Yeah.
So Celeste recommends we jump into the hole.
With all that blood?
Can we try and take the ride?
Now,
with
if
us when we
we're-
use the key?
If we're all, say, holding on to the machine and use the key, could that teleport with us if it worked?
Thorin just wants the car.
Yeah, you gotta snatch that coin out of Misery's hand.
That'll be tough. She's a quickie.
I'm gonna try and take the key from.
Oh
I'm
shit!
gonna try and take the coin.
All of a sudden, it's in
Oh,
your hands.
shit. Uh, I'm walking this way, like, right? I walk right. Initially, I'm walking that way, like, okay, she's not giving up the key, and all of a sudden, I got it, and he's
Misery?
Let's see.
You no longer have the key.
Well, did he take the
Coin.
key, or did he take
I took the
Or the
token?
coin. Or whatever he took. He took it.
You just see Thor walking over to the car with a coin in his hand.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm getting back in.
You
You
might
got-
want to hang on.
You guys got Canifar all distraught now.
Like, go, don't go. Ride, don't ride.
He's so nervous. He's like, oh my god, I don't know what to do.
No, I'm waiting for Misery to explode.
This is
Watch
stressy. This is stressy
Thor-
lawn.
Right? I'm waiting for Misery to explode as we watch Thorin put the coin in the slot. I feel like Gallagher, where I need some plastic because I'm getting ready to watch him smash the watermelon, and I'm in the front row. Yeah,
Yep.
just
I know.
Click, click.
Well, I think
The coin,
Misery
go.
had come to terms with this, and in her mind,
Okay.
her family would understand and
Okay.
want her safe. So
Well, that makes sense. So you're not freaking out, but are you offended?
I'm freaking out still.
well, not
Okay.
happy. and
did you come to
obviously
terms with this
upset, but-
before or after he stole the coin out of your
Yeah,
hand?
no
Well,
doubt.
that was he stole it from me, but she already came up with that solution.
Okay.
Gotcha. So it was
So-
before. Okay, good.
Maybe he deserves the coin because he was able to snatch it from you without you noticing.
That's right.
You're so busy focusing on the dilemma that you didn't even notice him.
Yep.
Right? Like flipping it in your fingers, and then you realize over there, like, wait, if we don't go in this vehicle, I gotta dive down that thing. Right? You're like, okay, all right.
Room. Thorin's just gonna put the coin in.
Okay, get ready for this. Get
Okay.
ready. This is
Okay.
important, everybody.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Now, what I want you to do is navigation wisdom based? I don't remember.
Oh, that's a good question.
Let's hope
Vehicles.
not. Thorin's not very wise.
Okay. Well, I think it is. It's either intelligence or wisdom.
I'll go with wisdom.
Okay.
I'll go in adventuring and look while you guys start with that one.
Okay. So you don't have vehicles land, do you?
No, I do not.
Okay. So basically, you've never driven one of these things. It has some very strange bone-carved handles and gears and widgets. We have Genfire, and we have... Who else is on the outside?
Well, it was gonna be Thorin, but he kind of got inside the vehicle to turn.
So now who's outside?
Celeste
Thorn
is
and
gonna
Misery.
jump on.
Oh, Celeste? Okay. So Celeste and... Okay. I gotta think about this shotgun thing. Okay.
Thorin can be in the driver's seat.
And Misery is driving, not bitch, but shotgun.
we can use the party sheet to figure out the order.
Yeah, you guys are on there already. Okay, here's what needs to happen. Okay, so pilot, you're gonna roll a wisdom check in the open. I'm gonna even tell you the number ahead of time. You need to roll a 15 or higher to navigate this thing from a starting position and drive it to where you want to go. And you have like 4 rounds left. And this thing moves 100 feet per round. So you should be able to make that hole in the next 3 rounds. If that's where you're going.
All right, you said.
So you
which
got
one?
3 checks.
Perception?
No, not perception. It's wisdom. Wisdom check, not perception check.
I'm gonna back it up and just slam right
Oh,
into a wall.
Jesus. Okay, so you had a mishap. Okay? So, what I need you to do is I'm going to share this table with you. Do you see the nice little table?
Yep.
I'm sorry,
Need a
one
roll.
more of those and you will fail your DMV test.
Lock steering. The vehicle can move in a straight line only. It automatically fails dexterity checks and dexterity saving throws until the mishap ends. The only way to fix it is to do a strength check. So basically to break the fucking thing to go to... And you failed. So, it can go in a straight line. So you can move from where the thing was over to the pillar. So I'm going to draw right about there is about where you can move it to. That's a straight line.
We'll put the machining on there.
So he backed it up, and it went clunk, and it's tried to reverse it, broke the steering, because he's too damn anxious to drive it. Doesn't know his own damn strength.
I'm just so excited, guys.
Just
Do
can't
we all
hide
need
it.
to get out and push?
Well, I never said you couldn't.
Goldie is praying for the soul that we are destroying to run this stupid vehicle.
Okay, Goldie, why don't you roll a religion check? All right, so you kind of mutter a little prayer and maybe wave your hands around a little bit. And the rest of you are like, crap, what's wrong? What's going on here? So you're feeling the doubt on this voyage. So that's one round. You got 3 more rounds left.
If you put your ear next to the key slot where the coin was put in, the coin slot, you can hear the soul screaming.
Could I like it's just a crazy idea, but like since I'm a fire genasi, could I have like nitro boosters on the side of the freaking thing, like like shoot fire from behind the thing to make it move further, if that's possible?
Well, we need just to do a strength thing to get this the steering back working. So who's gonna do the next strength?
Oh, okay.
I'll try again. I've got a +4 in strength. I just had a bad roll.
Okay.
Absolutely, and you got your inspiration. And now, don't get me wrong. I know that using it on that last roll wouldn't have mattered. So I was with you, like, oh, use it. Oh, okay, don't use it.
I can give you inspiration.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna use the inspiration right now.
Okay.
And I'm gonna try and use the...
All right. Click advantage. Make your check.
I think I'm gonna go into a rage because of how I got upset here.
Oh, yes. So you crank the wheel and you're able to unlock it. And it kind of makes a snapping sound. Everyone's a little worried that you might have broken it. But you just managed to unbreak it from whatever you did before.
Haha, I fix it. Let's
Now-
go, guys.
Now, you must make another piloting check. And we're going into round 2.
Alright.
Well, let me see if I got
Can
something to
I-
help you with.
Can I use my bardic inspiration for this one instead?
Yeah?
Because the
Yeah.
rage gave me advantage on the strength check.
Mm-hmm.
So now I'm gonna roll a d8 to increase my chances.
There's a
I'm gonna
4.
do wisdom. Woohoo!
Yay!
23.
So you managed to steer it, and now you're on the precipice of this. Are you guys going in or not?
Yeah, move the token. It could look like either, like the front of it's either side. So that one's actually a.
Well,
I don't think we have a
Orange
choice.
driving, so yeah, I mean, I don't. Do you,
Orange just gonna
Torin,
look behind.
do you press the brakes now?
No, he's just gonna keep driving
Yeah.
forward.
All right.
Kind of dive into it on Dukes of Hazzard. You just see Thor and go, woohoo!
We're the ones inside are hoping that the ones that are outside are all strapped into the safest spots possible on the thing.
All right. So
Forest
here's what we're gonna do. Whoever's on the outside, you're gonna have to make strength saving throws.
All right, Celeste roll.
Nice. Okay, Genfire.
Oh no.
Your last saving grace will be a dexterity save. If you don't make it, you're pretty much kaput.
Cool.
And you must roll above. Oh, cool. Okay. You're fine. Barely. So you're just basically holding on. Maybe Celeste is helping you. I don't know. But
I'm giving you healing words as it's.
So here's what happens. You guys drop into this pit, and as you go in, it gets darker and darker, and it feels like you're falling. Maybe even falling forever. You just got this weird sensation that you are no longer on the plane of Avernus anymore. Or you don't know where you're at. You're like in limbo, I guess. And I don't mean the plane of limbo. You notice the spinning euphoria, like you're spinning around in circles. And it's like transcending time and space. And as you travel through this vortex, you see a little pinpoint of light from the distance. And it gets bigger as you keep spinning around and traveling through this tunnel. And then all of a sudden, it just gets really dark, like super dark. And let's see, I need Celeste and Genfire to make Constitution saves. Okay.
Oh no.
So you guys are barely holding on, and you're all of a sudden you're smothered, and your breath is basically taken from your lungs. The rest of you have lost sight of your companions out the portals, and you've noticed this horrid stench. And as you guys are basically trying to come to terms with what's happening to you, you end up feeling this, I don't know, sudden release, like all of a sudden you guys are outside, and I don't know, moments later, you guys are sitting outside, the vehicle's still there intact, your companions are there, but they're covered in like 2 feet of manure. And the entire ship is going to need a wash, or the entire vehicle is going to need a wash. And you just smell nothing but this horrid smell. You're outside, though. You are no longer inside the prison. And all about you are the crimson, smoky skies of Avernus. You have made it outside with the vehicle intact. You didn't lose your companions, but you did lose a little bit of faith in what all this stuff really meant. What is all this meaning of this whole quest? What was the purpose of this? But you ended up liberating the vehicle. You escaped that prison / garage / whatever it was. And you noticed that whatever it was, it shit you out on the other side.
I'm gonna turn back to the others and go, I don't know, guys. I think we got a net positive on this.
So,
Right?
that thing that you guys went through, that was actually the mouth of the thing. So all that blood that goes down into that hole gets digested. And with the vehicle, You're able to barely make it through.
So
And
are we doing inner space right now?
No, you guys are in Avernus now on the outside, though. You were in inner space for a short time.
Okay, because I was like, are we really headed for the poop shooter? But okay, that's a whole nother.
It's kind of a metaphorical thing, but at the same time, it really was in the shitter of a... Basically, that
Right.
whole place that you guys were in is a huge demon. You're inside of a demon, inside of a mountain. And it was a living prison, basically.
So you mean we were set up?
I don't know
Sounds like
about that, but maybe.
I don't
Does
know.
it mean we get to play again one day to find out?
Good question.
Hmm.
I don't
So-
know. I feel like Thorin has won this day. He got a sweet ride, and
Are you retiring?
pretty much, yes.
So
Find a soul factory. Start getting some stuff.
See, right? That's that moment when he's like, "Okay, I gotta have the soul coin. Sorry, guys. I just, there's a motorcycle I gotta ride. There's a Hummer. Yeah, he's got
a problem.
So I gave you guys a short rest. You're able to come to your senses, although that whole thing didn't make a lot of sense. But you did find out a few things. One, that the vehicle was something that you had never encountered, but you realize now that the vehicles really take a large price to run them. And the other is that not everything is as it seems. So in Avernus, you can expect all kinds of strangeness. That was just one of them. And the other thing is that you guys did fairly well as a team. I want to thank you guys for coming together. And that's kind of what this is about, is teamwork. So I wanted to thank all of you for working together and having a little bit of fun, and also trying it out for your first time on some of you. Is that right?
That's right.
Cool. So this is just kind of a one-shot homebrew type thing, where I always want to use this prison no matter what game I'm playing. So this allowed me to exercise my creative freedom. This map was made by Chris. I don't know if you guys met him yet, but he does maps and such. The Map Hatter. And I do have Avernus loaded, and I have a lot of the supplements and such that go along with it. But I didn't want to spoil that for people who are actually going to play the module. So this just kind of gives you a little bit of taste of it, not much, just a touch. The dretches, the demons, those things, those were part of the Avernus setting. And the fact that the blood war is raging, and the demons are actually imprisoned here until they can be released. Well, they weren't released. You guys basically released them by putting them putting an end to them. They were stuck here, and in doing that, since they were stuck, they ravaged everything in here they could. So that was the deal on that. So any questions before we call it a night?
I just want to take a moment to apologize to everyone for my action.
Which one?
Pretty much all of them. All the ones that cause misery and mayhem.
We're in hell. There, it's perfect.
Isn't this map the one that you used for the Halloween stream that we did last
I think
year?
so. Yep. I use it whenever I can. And I couldn't imagine that Avernus would be the perfect place to use it. So no other questions or comments or...
No, this was fun.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Had a blast.
Yeah, no other questions, but this was my first time playing it, and I appreciate you letting me play, and I had a good time. Thank you.
Oh, and the
right.
bard was doing a good thriller tune all the way down, kind of like Mad Max Fury.
I was
I'm
thinking
All
more
right.
I was thinking more the
Some
Lego
Shel.
movie.
I'm sure
well,
we
that
were
works
all
too.
doing the dance moves along.
All right, guys. It looks like the stream is wrapping up too. So,
Cool.
take care, everybody, and don't forget next month is Spooktober, and there's going to be a little bit more games going on towards the end of October, the 25th to the 27th. We are giving out a prize for a DM and a player, and then we might have some special guests. I have to work on that, and also we got support from and sponsorship from Smiteworks. So that weekend, if you only have a standard license, your license and everybody else's license that has Fantasy Grounds will be updated and upgraded to a ultimate for the weekend. So the whole weekend you'll have an ultimate license if you only own the standard.
And that's good if you wanted to run a game, but you only had the standard license and you said, I don't want to run a game because then I have to have my players all have to have licenses. But if
Right.
with your license being upgraded to Ultimate, then you will be able to host everybody, including demo people with the demo. And also, what did I want to say? I forgot. I'll think of it later.
Also, there's what was I gonna say?
I was going to mention the meeting. We
Oh,
have a town hall meeting, which is everybody is invited, and the link to join this would be up in the announcements. And basically, we're going to be talking about various things. You can discuss that.
yep. And what else have we got coming up, Shel? Oh, this Sunday, um, we're gonna have All Things Fantasy Grounds show, and they're gonna talk about the setting. So that is something that is coming up, and I believe Rob's stream has some things that they're gonna give away too. So if you're looking for, some things that you want to get, they have some giveaways as well. So I believe that's tomorrow and then Sunday. So we got 2 days.
Saturday. Their game is on Saturday, and
Mm-hmm.
then Drake mentioned that they were going to be giving away a copy of the Avernus module.
Oh,
So you
cool.
might want to go check out their stream on Rob Tui's not website, his Twitch stream,
Yep.
and believe that should be in the. No, maybe not. I'll have to post an announcement in there about that. That we should go to that. And All Things Fantasy Grounds is always a good time. We invite you to check it out. They always give away stuff, but you always learn stuff too, which is great. So please do go. It's at 6 o'clock Pacific time. That's -7 UTC on Sunday, the 22nd. Right? Yeah, 22nd.
Yep. So that's what we got coming up, you guys. So I'm going to end the stream. Good night, everybody, and happy
Thank
gaming.
you very much.
Yeah,
Yep.
thank you very
Take
much.
care, you guys.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks, Leroon. And if anybody wants to look at this, I posted some screenshots in Game Room 1 if you want to see some of the screenshots from our.
Okay, cool.
Thank you.